change, what a change.
Let's do this next line. I've been changed, and I've been new,
Lord,
since my life
has been rearranged.
Come on, stand here and say,
What a difference.
what a difference.
What a difference. I've been changed.
Now listen, Mother Evans will sing another verse. It said, Jesus on the inside.
Jesus on the inside and it's working on the outside.
And what a
What a
change.
change, what a
Come
change.
on, where's she at? Come on, sing. Jesus on the inside. Say it again, sing it.
Jesus on the inside and it's working on the outside.
Come on, keep on clapping. Come on. What a change, what a change. Sing Jesus on the inside.
Jesus on the inside and it's working on the outside. What a change, what a change.
Man, y'all sound good. Say it again. Jesus on the inside.
Jesus on the inside
And it's working on the outside.
What a change, what a change.
Come on, let's write this now. Come on, say, I've been changed. I've been new,
Lord,
since my life.
has been rearranged.
What a difference. I like it right there. Come on.
What a difference. What a difference. I don't want
Happy Saturday to you. 46 minutes gone past the 1 o'clock hour. You listen to Glory 93.9 FM. Sounds in the background is that of Minister Denzel Rule, now Bishop Denzel Rule, and Church of God Mass Choir, now the Highway Church of God Mass Youth Choir. But I've been changed. Hope you're having a great day wherever you are on the streets of New Providence. Hope you're driving safely. If you're at home, hope you're homing safely. At work, hope you're working safely. On your boats, listen to us on the dock somewhere. Hope you're docking safely. Wherever you are, hope you're doing it safely. Whatever you're doing.
What in the world?
Whatever you're doing, hope you're doing it safely. Welcome to Glory 93.9 FM. Welcome to that. Good morning, team. Getting ready to get started. For those locked in on Facebook and YouTube, welcome. If you are listening on us via 93.9, you can join us visually on Facebook and YouTube. Look at Delton Road, Vera Wilton, or Glory 93.9 FM. And you can join the conversation as we get ready to start today's show. Keep it locked for those who are already in the chat. We see you. Good morning to you. We'll be back in about 12 seconds. 20. Okay, we'll see what happens. I don't walk the same way. I don't talk the same way. I don't live the same way. I've been changed. Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I have. I've been changed. What a difference. Hey, everybody. Welcome. There you go. That's us. We on the thing.
Oh.
You continue to type. Welcome, everybody. 93.9 FM, the DGMT, your favorite station, favorite show, favorite people. We're happy to be in your presence on today. Continue to like and share, guys. If you are on the Facebook and the YouTube, like, share with your friends. Let the others know that we are live. I see persons in the chat already, and by persons I mean Fairweather. See Fairweather coming here trying to be shady.
And making stale jokes.
Making jokes.
She just started watching DGMT because we don't make those jokes anymore. Those jokes are very 2022, 2023. We've come a long way from those days, girl. A long way. Because right around here we say it's morning somewhere in the world. That's what we say.
In the world.
Today, I guess you just knew. So we can give you a blind.
No, we
don't
won't.
do that no more. Don't do that no more.
Well, welcome everybody. Welcome DGMT. Get yourself something hot to drink. Today we are not following instructions at all. As you can see,
you've got a berry tea.
I do have a tea actually.
You have a berry tea.
I did keep it close.
I do not.
With lime.
Because I don't drink berry tea. Tastes like nasty squash.
I don't know how you put the two together. Anyway, so we're here. You are here. Welcome, everybody. It's time to get the show started. It's ready to get started. Y'all ready to get started?
I was really feeling that song.
Yeah, I see.
What a change. What a change. I don't understand. She said you always doing good, though. Anyway. She don't understand. She understands.
You know what we got? We got a good morning team with Delton and
Vera Aqua are the faces you see.
Delightful, inspiteful, impactful by far.
Inspiteful. Insightful. Oh, Delton.
Insightful by far. Insightfully.
Yes. I really thought we were going to be able to do the whole
delightful,
thing.
Insightful.
Run the track, Delton. Just stop.
Impactful
You stop
by
there
far.
and run this track.
Delton's signature laugh of Vera's Kiki. Ha ha. There you go.
Okay, let's see if you can get verse 2. Good morning.
Good morning, team with brother Delton and V. Vera Aqua are the faces you see.
Impactful, insightful, delightful by far.
Delton's signature laugh and Vera's Kiki ha ha.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
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 We start off with the popular and shift the topic to the strange. You better come in fast because the topic's on the strange. Faithful are the followers that sipping on the tea. From wars to memes to governmental policy.
Good morning.
Sip that tea.
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 In pops Pastor D when they closing on the final fact. And in my Vera voice,
My show just got hijacked.
You
understand your popularity. Even prophets and bishops
gotta have that morning
Good
tea.
morning. Sip that tea. Good morning. Sip that tea. Good morning. Sip that tea. Good morning.
Sip that tea. Hallelujah. Come on, everybody. Give the Lord a hand clap of praise. Give him a hand clap of praise. We are
Delton. Anyway, good morning, one. Good morning, all.
Good morning, big. Good morning, small.
Good morning, short. Good morning, tall.
Good morning to all. All y'all.
Delton, the Saints was in my chat. They was coming for me this week because I told them that DGMT was on its last legs.
So I heard we're about to be cancelled, apparently.
That we had to be cancelled, and the hateration I received in the dance of the WhatsApp chat was so heavy. Like, people were coming out of the woodworks, people that don't comment on the live, but faithfully watch,
but about to
and we're threatening to say we are not permitted to wrap up DGMT. It can't happen because the Saints depend on it.
You gotta explain them why and what
so
happened.
I want to explain, but I need the Saints to share it. So when the Saints come on the live and they share it, I'll explain why.
But I do understand what's happening. If the people are not on the live, I should probably go on that live and tell them to come on to our show. If you are in New Providence, Nassau, if you would have been in the Eastern,
or the Western
District, you will see a very, very huge cloud of smoke. Apparently there is a humongous fire that is happening at the dump site off of 20 West Darling Highway. That is in this, I think they call it, what is it, the scrap metal yard. That is creating quite a ruckus.
A ruckus indeed.
And so I think that's probably why our Saints say no, we on, because they're watching the fire. I don't know why they're watching the fire, but they're watching the fire.
Lord Jesus, it's a fire. I ran out. I didn't grab no
but
shoes.
It's definitely a fire, though.
It is a fire.
You can see that from anywhere
because
on the island. It
graduated in 30 minutes from a very small, faint smoke in the air to something that looked like a rain cloud.
We saw it initially, and then we was like, okay, but let's see. And then I came outside, it's like, oh, it wasn't rain. It's like, no, that's the smoke. That's not rain.
That's
not
no,
rain.
I don't think it's rain.
Yeah, so that's really what's happening. That's like right now breaking news and reviews.
And it's currently still breaking. It hasn't broken, it is still breaking.
It's still breaking. So there's a fire, scrapyard fire that's happening. Yeah, no.
Don't worry about me. You continue.
Yeah, so that's what's happening. But good morning, good afternoon to all. Disha's here in the chat. Denisha's here. We got the Dishas here.
The Ishas are in the house.
We got the Ishas.
But one is an Aisha and one is an Aisha.
That is true.
Interesting. Language. Such a beautiful thing.
One should be Aisha, one should be Aisha. That's what.
Yep, Denisha. But you see it and you know just exactly what it means.
Oh yeah, definitely. Thanks to the greatness of the English language. But
Wonderful.
welcome
Sin
to
is in the
everybody.
house.
Hey, Sin is here. Let me go on my page. I can call their names. Who's to be sitting down here and don't be talking. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go there and find out who this is watching. Don't be talking.
You're gonna call people that
I'm going to
call people's out. That ain't nice. That ain't nice.
Well, welcome to everybody. It's a great Saturday here, and today we are celebrating around the world. It is known as International Day of the Woman. Studio audience, tell people that. Okay, all right, they applaud as well. So the studio audience likes it. The studio audience says, "Give a round of applause to the woman, them."
Big them up. Big up the woman, them.
I mean, don't unless they're your wife, don't big them up. But other than that,
I mean, unless that's what if that's what you guys are about. If that's what you're feeling for, then go ahead. Who's gonna stop you?
I mean, who really
Who's
is
gonna stop you?
My God, who's gonna stop you?
Gonna stop you? You want to pick up your wife? Go on, man.
Go right ahead. Do what you got to do. So big ups to the woman them. Big ups to the woman them on today.
And to the woman who already big up. Extra big ups to you.
Extra big ups to you. Because you really are the MVP.
You are the
MVP today on this Women's Day. So happy Women's Day to you, Vera.
Thanks.
Happy
You see, I came in my feminine energy today. With a little floral.
I see you.
I don't know what material this is.
Gwendolyn?
What? What is that? That sounds like something. That sounds like something. A medicine. That sounds like some kind of medicine to be drunk.
That would have gone.
Quinoline.
That's what it is.
Isn't that what they have on the thing underneath? Petticoat material. Petticoat material is quinoline.
I don't know.
So you're trying to tell me I'm wearing petticoat material? You know
That's
what, guys?
wild.
I'm signing out because that's just rude.
I typed in quinoline this now and it came up as antibiotics.
Thank you. So I'm not being funny.
Quinoline.
You're wrong.
Quinoline. So what is that actually called?
I don't know.
Share? It's not share.
It's sheer is a description of the transparency of it, not the material
material?
itself.
But I say if I want
It's
what?
giving organza.
Okay, I don't know this.
Giving a bit of organza, ladies and gents. I can't quite tell you. But anyway, I decided to go feminine floral for this International Women's Day, which I honestly thought had already passed. Then I woke up and realized it was today. I was like, I didn't miss it. Yay.
Yeah, so I went with a nice coral pink ensemble.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. This was the one time in life I intentionally tried to match Delton. It doesn't happen often.
Yeah, I went with a nice little pink ensemble to represent the International Day of the Woman. We celebrate all of you. I see Mary Lightman Walker is here. Miss Mary is here. Scrap metal business on fire. Yeah, there's a scrap metal place, and I saw like I was telling you on the way here, like that's where all the tires and everything is. That's like extra fuel.
So what is going in the air is not good for us.
Definitely not good. And I saw a person who were around there, with no mask on, windows down. I was like, I don't think you should be doing that.
People who are trying to quell the fire, in fact, were out there.
Yeah, even those who were trying to start putting out the fire with no mask. It's like, I don't think you should be driving to this kind of scrap metal yard. Breathing
reversing his truck into the smoke to the point where you couldn't even see the truck no more.
Just raw. He just raw. Just raw nose.
You need some kind of protection.
Even there, raw nose and mouth, just in there, just breathing it in. That's not what the Lord has for you in the season. So, but if you are in that area, the fire trail, Harlow area, please be careful. Avoid that area as much as possible. And
don't slow down to look at it because, traffic is building unnecessarily.
Unnecessarily, because we nosy. And everybody's upset that people stop in until there's the emergency.
And then you stop.
I do stop and you look as well. I don't care what happens. You're like, why do people don't move? And then you get to the scene and you're like, oh, this is why they ain't moving. Let me look as well. Because that makes people upset in traffic when you realize it's like a small accident. You can see it
from far. You don't need to slow down close by.
But I want to see how is it burning though. I can see that it's burning. But I want to see how is it burning.
I want to know the nitty-gritty.
I want to do my own assessment.
I want to yes, because I've been trained.
I've been trained in the field of fire, Holy Ghost and fire. So I want to be able.
But I want to encourage Bahamians that is not a uniquely Bahamian trait. That is a human trait. It happens everywhere in the world. So yeah.
Another makes me more upset than driving in the United States of America. When there's like one car on one lane way over there, and that has the entire 5 lanes backed up because everybody's just driving, stopping, and staring. It's like, can we please move? It's a fender bender. You've seen this before. What are you looking for? You don't know this person. Just move. Yeah, slowly. What happened over there? Just move. Move the car.
Oh, that's hilarious. But anyway, y'all be safe and y'all be sensible. Safe and sensible as you traverse the streets of Nassau today. in the presence and in the midst of this fire, and we pray that the services and the community groups that are coming together to combat it will be successful
and quickly. That smoke damages, and I have some family that live very nearby, and
that's the kind of smoke
that
lingers, doesn't it? Hangs around.
That smoke don't leave, buddy. I know where we used to live off of Seabreeze time, there's a bushfire. When I tell you, I smelled like smoke for weeks.
Really?
And our windows was closed. It wasn't open. Windows was closed, and that bad boy. That smoke don't go nowhere. There's a bushfire like right next to our house.
That's rubber that's burning. This isn't even like
that's rubber and metal. That's just snake smoke. Yeah.
Saints, y'all do well.
Yeah. Get buy some Downies for breeze, things of that nature. And vinegar. If you put some vinegar in a bowl, put it in the house, the brownie absorbs the scent.
One thing I found
did it work? I'm not sure, but I did it.
I found out about hack. It works for everyone else except for me.
Any hack
I've ever tried, it's like, but I know it worked for XYZ because I was there when it worked for them. But when I did it, didn't work. Like downing on the stove to get rid of the smell of fried food.
Cinnamon
doesn't work on my house.
Cinnamon works.
Cinnamon what? Put cinnamon on the stove.
Yeah, boy.
But Delton, it doesn't work. It worked for you. It won't work for me. All hacks. I'm anti-hack because they just never work for me.
Well, man, you little things. Your fate is in the wrong place. That's the problem. Your fate is in the wrong place. So that's it. So anyway, getting the show started today. Thank you all for who are here already. We see y'all coming in. Adisha's here. We talked to Ray Sinners here. Denisha's here. Rashad is here. Rashad, my peoples are back. We are back, Rashad. And I don't say it's back to stay.
Back to stay. So let me talk to you about why we need to table DGMT as a concept. Let me talk to you about why DGMT as a show that happens on Saturday mornings is up in the air. It's in question. It may not continue.
It may have to stop.
May have to stop. This week, let me tell you how it first began. The first moment I realized.
Take me to the first beginning.
Take me to the first beginning. The first one I realized that something's up. There's something in the air that's slightly different. The IT guy at my school. I've said this before on the show and I'll say it again without equivocation. He is the nicest human being I've ever met in my life. Like he's the nicest person. So nice. Came to help me with my internet because my internet was not working. That's what my mom calls it, internet. And he's like, oh, are you on the radio? Yes, why do you ask? Because my son said he heard he heard the head of Taino House because his son's in grade 6. I do not teach his son. I don't teach his son, but his son is in my house. He said he heard you on the radio. I said he listens to the radio. He said, well, he was coming back from some game, swimming or something, and he heard your voice.
Shout out to the family. Listen to 93.9.
Strike 1.
There's a foul plot afoot.
Strike 2. Miss Wilson, grade 9 student now. Same day. This is all on Tuesday. Monday was back to school after midterm break, but it was teachers only. So I lie. I think he said that to me on Monday. IT guy tells me about his son hearing me on the radio on Monday. Tuesday, Miss Wilson, are you on the radio? Why'd you ask? Because my dad says he's sure he heard you on the radio.
Shout out to another dad. Listen to 93.9.
Shout out.
Thanks, Dad.
Maybe I am on the radio.
maybe I'm not.
Strike 3. Miss Wilson, me and my mommy was in the car on Saturday and we heard you on the radio. I'm all for Glory 93 going global. I'm all for the radio station getting traction. But why is it suddenly, after 4 years of DGMT, Delton?
Oh, yeah.
We are now at the point where my students know.
I mean, we've reached the peak of your celebrity here.
That's what it is. So this is the moment where I said, I've got to shut shop because this is a problem.
Gotta get him out of here. Got to get him out of here.
I said to my students, I was like, hey, who in here prays? Because Miss Wilson was going through that day. I was like, hey, who in here prays? Plenty of them raised their hands. I was like, God, you're good. I said, I need you guys to call my name in prayer. One of the students said to me, Miss Wilson, and I'm not going to lie, it was a student that I just wouldn't have expected as a prayer. But the question she asked me is, I was like, oh, you take prayer seriously. Miss Wilson, is there anything particular you would like us to agree with you on?
Go on.
She said, agree with you on.
Agree? Come on, specifics.
I was like, you know what, darling? Just life in general. Boy next to her, silly clown. Miss Wilson, is it because you want to become a celebrity from the radio? I don't understand what's happening.
That doesn't even apply.
So every lesson, I teach them every week. So every lesson this week, he's found a way to bring up the fact that I'm on radio. And on Friday, I was like, this is stale now. Stop. It's not funny.
Hi, student who's listening now, probably. Hi, student.
So before I go on, shout out to any of my students and students' parents who are listening to That Good Morning Tea on their radios, or maybe you've taken the extra step and you decided to watch us on YouTube. Listen, am I glad you're here?
Yes, we are.
Yes,
welcome to the show. Welcome everybody.
Welcome to the show. But I just want you to say, this is not Miss Wilson. This persona who sits in this chair is not Miss Wilson. Because the newest thing, and then after it spilled off into, Miss Wilson, you're on the radio? Do you talk about us on the radio? Who do you talk about? What stories have you told on the radio about us? And it's like, no, we're not doing this. Because I absolutely do talk about you. I absolutely do talk about you on the radio. So of course I wouldn't call your names. Then they're like, but what stories have you told? Did you tell them about when such and such and such happened? I was like, no, I probably should have. Anyway, probably should have.
You should bring that story.
And I was like, most of that's for the Teacher Chronicles. They're like, oh, Miss Wilson, we're going to find the Teacher Chronicles. I was like, oh, no, you won't.
Like, that's the next thing. Teacher Chronicles will be the next thing.
So, guys, just to say, if you find that DGMT goes silent, we go underground. If we go into the black market, onto what's the black side, the dark side of the internet, I'm running for my life. Running for my life.
Now, speaking of going into hiding, how the soccer's feeling? I didn't see this much.
Delton, that you said it and not me is outrageous.
I didn't see much of the sock talk. That's usually flooding my time. My wife was very quiet last night. We talked nothing about.
She didn't say anything.
Not a thing about sports at all.
I heard through the grapevine.
Another thing was made about.
Because you know sports. I'm no longer in the loop like that. I heard through the grapevine that the soccer groups were really up in arms because they were convinced this year that they had it in the bag, to the point where a soccer went on the internet to say he would eat grass.
He would eat grass for a week
if QC wins.
Not just eat grass once.
I didn't hear.
Young man said he
said for a week. So we're currently awaiting, just like our friend who had to count rice the other day. Because he said, what did he say?
That Saxons was going to win.
That Saxons wasn't going to win.
So he caught a bag of hot rice.
Friend to carry himself. And he could chew up the grass right at the stadium where we had.
Oh, anywhere. Any patch that he finds acceptable.
Any patch of grass he finds.
He finds acceptable.
That he feels will sustain him for the week.
He can go ahead.
So congratulations to the QC
comments. Good.
I had the honor of being present at the momentous occasion. No,
definitely
I did
not for a wedding school.
I did not duck work. I was on job in my work uniform
for another school.
I was athlete gate security, and I took my job
very top flight security in the world. Greg.
There are numerous teenagers across the island who say that British woman, that English lady, that British black woman from St. Andrews with the braids, we hate her. Because I promise you, I stayed peeing off the teens yesterday.
Why?
Let me tell you why.
Why did the job so serious? First of all,
because you gave me a job to do, and I do everything in excellence.
As you should.
They say this gate, only the athletes can come past this area. Athletes and coaches in this area, people that have a silver band. So we let the people with the silver bands. Everybody else has got gold or purple bands. Silver bands only. Eventually, the gold band, people started turning over the band because it was silver on the other side, but it wasn't iridescent.
Rookie mistake.
It was a dull.
Okay, all right.
Who's the comment? Not me. So then it became silver on both sides. Silver on both sides. So people who would try to come in before with the gold, tried to walk straight through. It's like, excuse me. I mean, dead serious. And I was also accompanied by a security guard who took it personal if you tried to walk past him with a gold band. Because he's like, don't play. Don't play. That was his thing all day. Don't play. Don't play. And then at one point, there was a young man who came in earlier with a band and his band had popped. So I had recognized his face. So when he came back, I said he could go through. So he say, see, this is what I can't do with y'all because y'all ain't taking this seriously. I said, Secure, I telling you. Because me and you been together all day.
I don't care.
I've been with you all day. I trying to tell you. This young man is, I vouch for him myself.
Excuse me, I don't care. Rules are rules.
Secure,
do you have a band? No.
Secure wasn't taking this for a joke. And they had me on job in the hot sun with no shade all day.
It's good though. He did serious well.
But a teacher from St. Anne's, the vice principal of St. Anne's, shout out to you wherever you are, a woman of God. She said, around 1 o'clock, 1:30. She's like, you are very dedicated to your job. You've been here all day. I've been watching you because I've been working all day, but at least I've been able to change spots. You've been standing here all day in the morning. She's like, I'm going to tell somebody. I say, please, Miss Wilson from St. Andrews, please tell them.
What exactly are you going to get?
I don't know. I just want someone to recognize that the sun has been on my forehead all day.
And I did not move.
I did not move.
I
kept on the firing line. You must fight.
I do what?
Be brave.
Against
what? All evil.
You fought the
skullduggery.
The evil of
but
the
students. The thing is, I have a charm about me because I knew how to do it. Hey, baby, let me see your band. No. Show me the other side because I need to see if it's shiny on both sides. Yeah. No way. Oh, sweetie, you can't come through here. So for the vast majority of them, there are very few who wanted to give me attitude and argue back. A couple of them lingered around to see if they could beat the system, and they never did. But I feel like as much as I made enemies, I made friends. One young man was like, I understand. You're right. I like your accent, though. Get from around here, boy. That's a big woman, you know. I's a big woman, you know.
Shoot a little shot right now. I see shot. Shoot the shot right now. Like, since we're here and I got your attention, might as well.
These cheering now. Fresh to death.
Since I got your attention, let me just say,
So all of that to shout, that was the shout.
You for around these parts?
Obviously not. And then people looking at my like, where you work? What's what that is? Don't worry about it. You don't need to know.
That's what come true here.
Still come true here.
And who you finished off?
So, and you know what? They swung me big time. Because they said to me, oh, they need, so the BISS schools have it so that different schools have to send a certain number of teachers to do different jobs. Volunteers. So apparently Friday was the day my principal or vice principal was supposed to volunteer and neither of them could make it. So they said, oh, who would go? Vera wouldn't mind going because in my early days when I was very naive, I took a personal day on BISS because I wanted to go to BISS.
Okay.
And they were like, no, you can't do that. So they didn't let me go. So I guess they know as an old teacher from the green school,
the winning school.
I have some investment in
right.
in BISS. So this year they treated. So when she came to me and she asked me, I was like, no problem. That's the day off school. I get to be out in the stadium cup with my QC old friends and teachers. Then the day before going, I went into the office to find out the logistics. Like, what time do I need to be there? Where do I need to go? It's like, come, sit down.
Let's talk.
First of all, I really want to thank you for doing this. And I was like, wait, I don't. You know something I don't know. Based on what I think I'm going to do, you don't need to thank me. I need to thank you.
No.
Something's missing.
He's like, we got you.
And when I got there, because if I had maneuvered my maneuverings from 8:30 to 4 p.m., I would have stood at that gate and done that job without stopping, standing the whole time. I hustled a chair from a stand that was selling like sports gear and glasses and
Could you see the races that's happening?
No. Couldn't see. You could just hear it over the speaker. I watched one race that my student was in. That Caleb Clark, I believe that's an old student.
Who Caleb?
Hey, Caleb Clark.
You believe it is?
I believe that's an old student of mine.
All right.
From the green school. So anyway, that was a big digression. I did get to witness the victory yesterday, and it sweet me. It sweet me because the last time they won, I was still working there. That's how long ago. That's how long ago it was. And so I was happy for the baby children, them for the grade 7 who are now in grade 12 and have never seen never seen a victory. I like that for them. I like that.
So shout outs to the QC comments.
Shout outs to them and
and then Sackers came second.
Now, what I will give Sackers, because one thing about me, I'm gonna give you all sides of the coin. Sackers them party like they won yesterday.
Oh, they did?
What? Now they left the stadium early. They didn't stay there.
Can I say
like that
video? That video saw them stand next to each other. I was like, oh boy.
Oh no! But when they left, and everybody was running the track, and they was on the outside, big party.
Oh, they should.
I was like, if you just pull up, you would think they won BISS.
As you should.
And I said, nah, that kind of school spirit.
I respect it. I ain't lying. That's soccer Kool-Aid. It's a different kind of drug.
I respect it.
It's a different kind of drug. And I think everybody's agreed. That's a different kind of drug.
Yeah.
That is a drug. That's different.
Them set were not deterred. As far as they're concerned, next year they're coming back.
Yeah. And it's like,
say less. But you know what? Somebody brought to my attention. When you look at all the BISS championships, SAC only ever wins track and field. Mm-hmm. They don't win any others. Not basketball, not baseball, not swimming.
They used to be sort of okay back in the day.
Now, honestly, and I'm not tooting anybody's horn. I'm not tooting anybody's horn. QC wins all.
Yeah,
the only one they don't win or consistently is track.
Right, yeah.
And I'm like,
But now it's, as the money starts to share out more and everybody has talent in the government schools, we won't talk about that.
Big shout outs, the biggest shout out ever to the TC Sons.
Big up
the TC Sons. TC Sons came to teeth points from everybody.
Y'all do what y'all want to do. What we gonna do? We can get some points from over here.
I was here for
some
the
points
TC
from over here.
Sons.
Some points from over here. We can get points from everywhere.
Shout outs.
What we gonna do?
And their little kid. They know they're doing good because you're feeling yourself when you get a new kit. TC Sons came with a new kit to BIS.
Because they realized we won last year. Are we gonna win again this year? And they did, like Marisha said, they win.
Shout outs to you.
That's 2 years. Third place, solid. I got solid third place. Like we here.
You keep saying those government school children really helped that win. They're not government school children no more. They go to private school. What you mean?
They full.
What you saying?
They
fully fleshed.
Now,
that's what scholarships are for, though, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
You get your academic scholarships, so you can boost your grades at BJC, BGCSE. You get your athletic scholarships. The only thing we don't do more of, we should do more of, is artistic scholarships.
Yeah. For
the arts, people who have skills, especially like musicians and things like that afford them opportunities. And
no, but definitely that's exactly what scholarship is for. You put it there, you want to get something.
Now that scholarship battle's getting a little bit ugly. It's getting a bit.
Nah, there's some new persons about to enter,
and there's some new schools far
schools
west
that's far west
they're
gonna enter the chat. If they enter the chat, that money down there a little different though.
Shiny new things they have over there.
I was told a number of how much scholarships they got.
They're about to hand out. It's in the hundreds. I'm gonna just say
it's in the hundreds of scholarships.
What I'm hearing, it's in the hundreds.
So I think for the next few years that BASS is gonna look a little different.
We need to keep our eyes on it. Now, also shout outs to the schools that were trying not to lose.
Don't try not
the
to.
Hurricanes who didn't come 15th.
I told
we
Vera,
were absolutely hot last with 7.5 points.
I was like, I didn't even know there were 15 schools in this.
By day 3, we were 13th.
And y'all said that?
And we could have got 12. We let Lyford beat us. And next year, our aim, you got to give yourself smart goals. It would be unrealistic of us to want to be top 3.
No.
We're going to go for
top 10.
Top 10 is our aspirational goal.
Top 10.
But a realistic goal, beat Lyford Key.
That's a start.
That's a target that is very attainable, very achievable. It is a smart target. Aspirationally, top 10. But on a basic level, beat Lyford Key. That's our aim next year. And I've already taken upon myself to be the hype woman for the job. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be the one that shouts and goes on the field and goes to the practices and hypes up the athletes. I'm going to be that one. I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to be her.
Shout out now that Shy knew money would be interested, though they may not want it. Do they really want it?
I don't think they're there yet. I don't think they're in the mix enough to know the value of it.
Yeah.
So I think you give them a few years. In 10 years, BIS is going to look very different. And
it's going to be very colorful.
Very colorful. And that's what you want. You want a real competition.
you want to be very colorful.
You want a real competition. And you know what was very interesting to see? All the other schools were rooting for QC.
Just be known. That's how I'm
looking at people like, who are we? The comments, but you wearing St. John's uniform
right now.
And
it's
you
about
wearing St. Mary's uniform, and you wearing TC uniform. Who are we? The comments.
That's who we are. At heart, that's who we are right now.
All right now.
Let's get the
right
comments.
Now.
Comments. So all we didn't miss. Let's go back up. We didn't miss a lot of comments. Adisha gave it Happy Women's Day.
I have to tell you the joke after you go through the comments. I have to tell you the joke about.
Kaden, yeah. Happy what is it? 8th month and 2 weeks birthday to Kaden today. I know y'all celebrate all kind of things. So shout out to Zelda, one Vera, and one Delton. God bless you both. Let's do a shot. That fire is pretty wild out there. Greetings and salutations, my colleagues and comrades. Greetings there, kind sir. That's from Terrell to Alicia. I'm trying to get to all the comments. Janelle Longley is here also.
She laughing at the students who trying to call me out on radio.
All right. And Trishad says you've been a celebrity though. You've been a celebrity for a while.
I haven't, not to my students. They don't know me.
But now they do.
Oh no. And then I caught some kids spying on me at lunchtime.
Oh yeah, on your thing.
I was like, what's going on? I was recording a teacher's chronicle, just minding my business. And I looked up and then there were these 2 girls just standing in the window at the back.
There's like, see?
And when I looked up and looked at them, they ran away.
And I tell you, she be talking about us. I tell you that she be talking about us while she on her lunch breaks.
So confused.
I told you that morning, Risha. Risha's here. Proud to have a Christian son. She is. Lately, she'll be loving the color matchup. As you should, ma'am. That's what we do here at DGMT.
No, you do this.
Okay, we don't do any of that. We are past that age, ma'am.
You don't tell me what I can do.
We don't do any of that. No hand signals. We wave.
Boom, 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 boom.
That's a problem right there. And that's a problem right there.
You can't talk about that.
All elbows.
Come on, say that's all elbows.
All elbows. I'm waiting for him to crew the grass. So cut to that grass.
I can't wait.
Yeah, wait for that.
Because he said send that to Fraser. I was like, okay, very good. We sent it to Fraser and everybody on the internet. So now we would like to see you do it.
Vera was definitely top flight security, making sure you had your badge.
No, because you gave me a job. I don't understand why you expect me not to do it.
Because this is you're getting paid for this. Jody and Henry, hey Jody.
I get paid for working the school day, Delton.
Oh, that's true.
And they sent me to that school day where I didn't teach. They sent me to the stadium.
So you do your job.
So I was busy about my boss's business.
So he's looking very fancy. Where we going?
It's Women's Day, babes.
It's Women's
I'm giving
Day.
women's celebration. I'm giving We Run the World.
Yeah. But Caleb says, yes, you taught me SAT 2.
I couldn't remember if your last name was Clark, but I know you very well, sir.
At QC.
Yeah.
Caleb was good. He was a good student.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, you got to say it now, yeah.
Yes, he was.
He shouted out the comments. Because the government school children really have that one. Yeah. What else we miss? I don't know. There was schools after 5. I said the same thing.
The schools after 5 are minding their business, and the schools above 5 are minding their business.
St. John's, St. Anne's.
I ain't gonna lie. TC Sons, St. Anne's are coming. St. Anne's coming behind y'all too. Them blue waves.
After 5, I usually hear about St. John, St. Anne's, Temple Christian.
The blue waves, they making them
SAC
moves.
and QC.
St. John's, they making them moves.
Usually the enemy of Miami.
The enemy of Miami is like, boy, that was in full play last year. It was just the fact, I think people are tired of the domination.
At this point, everyone just wanted anyone other than the red school to win.
And so all of us will
because they ruined.
All
that's
of us
why
are going to enjoy the motorcade next week.
Oh yeah,
there is going to be
nationwide motorcade.
Because not only
everybody
is this
besides
6 years coming, this is a new head teacher, and this is her first year. So this is her win. And I love that.
She brought this. I saw the vice principal. She's having a wheel of a time. The vice principal had that flag.
That's what I mean. That's the vice principal.
Oh yeah. She's
because she's the head of high school.
She had a wheel of a time. Wheel of a time. And I roll is here. Comments come in. Move out the way. Move out the way.
My favorite one was well, mother's sick. What happened, babe? Who are we? The comments.
Oh, this old chocolate things.
But I just enjoyed it so thoroughly because I remember it being mother's sick. Who are we? The comments. But when they slipped in, what happened, babe? I was like, oh, this is new. This has appeared in the last 6 years.
Like new chance with this.
So Naya say good comment morning.
A good comment morning.
Let me tell you this joke. So of course, don't ever get it twisted. I am a hurricane. Okay, and so on my way to the stadium,
more like a tropical depression, but we leave it there.
Delton a light drizzle, but let's not talk about that now. I'm a hurricane, and so I'm repping hurricane. So on my status, on my way to the stadium, I said, "Great hurricane morning to all." My niece messaged me a couple hours later. Hey, Auntie V, is everything okay? Bless her cotton socks. She saw I was saying that we were having a hurricane. I was like, no, let me.
What you mean?
And I was really like, where do I start breaking this down? How do I explain this to her? Hurricane is the mascot of my school. That didn't even sound right.
No. Like, what is your mascot?
And then the school that wants to win, they say comet morning. So I said hurricane. It was just, I was like, babe, just don't worry. I'm fine.
Didn't translate very well. It didn't go over.
It didn't translate at all. It did not translate at all.
Great hurricane
and I often
morning.
do forget that when I post things, like when I posted the day before that there was a comet in the sky on a night like this. It wasn't a comet, but it looked like one. On a night like this, and then I did #eyes a hurricane. To somebody with the naked, like to the naked eye,
to all your family, man. Not just to your family that's watching your status.
I see hurricane. Anyway,
it's just confusion. Like I think you're losing, guys. We're going to Bahamas and losing it.
Yeah.
So to all your family and friends,
in
the UK and Ghana, welcome to the Bahamas. We do things a little different,
I say, you know what? I need to make sure I just do like I need to do like a Bahamian slang teacher chronicle or something.
What
For my
happened to
foreign-
the vlog? What happened to the countdown to 10 vlogs? The vlog.
They don't know about that.
Amen.
Wow.
Yes, you did. You know on the show?
Did I?
Yeah.
No one held me accountable.
Okay, then amen.
Here we are. I haven't forgotten about it.
Okay.
I just can't. I'm only one man, you see, Delton.
Try to do the best
I've
you can.
realized that I am one person
Try to do the
doing
best,
the
you
best I
can.
can. Miss Mary say yes for the blue wave.
Sister Trey says tsunami water.
I remember that. I remember there was a couple of years ago. They sent me and my PIC partner in crime, Travin, to the stadium. I think that was 2019, that year where we won last year when QC won, and I was there, so I would have been we at that time. And we just cheered for everybody who wasn't sacked. So we came up with a cheer for St. Anne's. We came up with a personalized cheer.
Helping them out.
School. It's blue. It's a wave. Blue waves. That was our one. For
So
St.
we all just making.
Real talk.
Did they take it? Did they catch?
Oh, absolutely.
I should.
Yeah, the stands rocking and rolling.
I said shit. We should laugh at tropical depression.
Very disrespectful.
A little bit. Caleb says he love a Bahamian teacher chronicle.
Oh yeah, because Caleb wouldn't have seen my
No.
Teacher Chronicles.
You know,
See, Caleb, Teacher Chronicles are exclusively for WhatsApp contacts only,
yeah.
and that's WhatsApp contacts who have not been blocked only.
Because
Because let me give
there's a
you
list.
straight.
There's a
There are
list.
some WhatsApp contacts who cannot see my Teacher Chronicles. So
No matter
Caleb,
what happens.
slide in my DMs and I'll see if I can hook you up. I'll see if I can hook you up. But right now, I can't go viral. And I keep saying those teachers, the Rashads, the Brenays, the Stephandrias, those teachers who go on TikTok and have a TikTok teacher. I don't know how y'all do it. How y'all is function in the school day.
I mean, because they keep,
If my children see me on TikTok, it's over. No learning will happen there.
that's why I think they put that out there. So they put the one what I want you to see. Yes, you come on this one. This is one that you see. So you go ahead. So you feel like you know me on TikTok.
I just don't feel like my Teacher Chronicles are students safe.
No, definitely not.
They're not. They're not.
And that's what any
And
like.
once I go on TikTok, I have to censor myself, and then there's no point.
Yeah, no, that defeats the purpose. That defeats the entire purpose.
Yeah, so I don't think that's gonna happen.
Joey said you need to add a hashtag. You know about,
Sorry, that was accident. I
Oh.
didn't mean to do that.
She said to add a hashtag for the international market. Like this is Bahamian. Like when you do your little post. just
Yeah, it's like a translated hashtag. Got you.
not for you guys. not for foreigners.
Risha says the vlog is necessary, but the masters has taken over. Honestly,
Yeah.
when I look at my plate, I'm overloaded. My proteins are high, my carbs are high. My roughage is very high. It's overflowing on the side of the plate.
It's
There
completely
is
full.
no space on the plate. I've not forgotten though, even if I have to start it at the mark of 10. So even if I start it on the 10th anniversary and continue on from there,
Yeah.
as opposed to a countdown to 10. So I haven't forgotten it. I haven't neglected it, but it has to change shape and form based on how life is going.
Julianne is here. Welcome, Julianne. Julianne said, do I have like Miss Linda from GHS? Yeah, that didn't go too well.
Now, Miss Linda, she should have known better. than
Yeah,
that.
that's that right there.
That's the one who was doing morning devotion.
On some and then
That was GHS. I thought that was a primary school.
was it primary school? I don't remember
The
school
one
was.
who was seen. She wasn't from GHS, Julianne. I thought she was from a
Was it
primary
GHS?
school.
I know she was a family of another teacher from the school.
Oh,
from the
anyway,
school.
not too much on this later.
Yeah, they sleep a little bit low.
They are not. Oh,
Sorry.
Jadisha said they are not. We love them Teacher Chronicles.
Yeah, no, they're definitely off for students.
I'm always so shocked at how people love the Teacher Chronicles. I really am just using you guys as therapy. I
Yeah.
just need to get some stuff off my chest.
And then for a lot of persons, you don't get to see the inside of a classroom.
One of my colleagues riled me because I put up my Teacher Chronicle in the afternoon, and then the next morning I deleted all the chronicles from the day before to start a new day. She was like, "But I didn't finish watching. Why did you delete it?" I was
Yeah, that's
like,
true. You did double day for June. I was like, I didn't watch it yet. I was like, okay.
I figured I caught last night's social media traffic.
Nah.
Yeah. So I won't be doing that anymore. I apologize,
Leave
guys.
it there. We will decide when
We'll
we
decide when we're back.
we decide. Okay, you can take it down now. I didn't catch it.
But for all the fans of
of
the Teacher Chronicles, I do appreciate you. Listen, if you watch it and don't comment or anything, just send me like a thumbs up or a heart so I know that you're watching and that is something that people still want to watch, because I want you to know celebrity stardom, fame, and celebrity is not for me. No paparazzi, please. So she said, yes, stop deleting.
It
The
should be a show, though.
attacks are coming. Wow, thick and fast.
I read a P for private.
P for private. I
P for
can't go
private.
viral on that. Can't
No,
go
yeah.
viral.
That's
And
what
the
we'll
thing
do
is,
WhatsApp
there
audio.
isn't a
Yep, that's
version-
what you know.
There isn't a version of my teacher, like what goes on in my classroom, that is for viral anyway, on any
No.
day, at any time. Yeah. Even at my best, at my most, with my most decorum, I'm still rated P. To the point where when people come and observe my lesson, I don't really change. You know, like teachers have a observation persona.
Yeah.
I've been like this too long. This is real. This is me.
I didn't do it by teaching time. I so did not care for advisors and stuff coming in to watch. And I'd be like,
I was so annoyed the other day. Somebody say, I want to observe such and such a student. Can I come after lunch? Today? Oh, baby. And I want you to know that lesson was chaos. Absolute chaos. The children did not write a word for 45 minutes.
Nice.
Came to me at the end. She's like, I so love that lesson. The head of special learning needs. Absolute pandemonium. The head of special education needs came to observe a student in my lesson just to see how he is and to see what his needs are. At the end, she's like, I so enjoyed your lesson. I nearly spit my drink out in her face. I was like, what?
Which one did you use? You saw a different lesson?
You know what? We give God all the glory.
I know.
Because what's my song? You make the little things I do be like saying a big Tino. Yeah.
I had one R&B league. That was atrocious. I thought an R&B league. I had one came in and they came in to watch our class like after lunchtime.
That's just wicked.
I was like,
that's just wicked.
The children coming in slow. They was like, and when they after the lesson they came, it's like, you ever do a better job, Mr. Roll, of trying to get the children to come? And that's like, ma'am, it is after lunchtime. I didn't want to come here. Much. I was like, imagine, and I told her, I was like, Miss Bella, you didn't want to come here either. Why y'all choose after lunchtime in the first place?
Hold on.
That's the only time that they come.
Hold on. You see what Janelle say?
What should I say?
This the woman who was on the WhatsApp audio.
Yeah, that was
she got awarded during the teacher awards.
But that was the whole story. We put the past behind us.
And to be fair, that doesn't mean she was a bad teacher.
She had a bad incident. She didn't have a bad teacher.
Tanisha say sometimes she has to rewatch. You all send me a heart or a thumbs up just so I know. She said, Rashad say mine pop up on me and I asked them where they going.
I say no, I don't do that.
For me, I'm just like, come on in the room. I'm not gonna sell you any.
It is what it is. You're gonna get what you're gonna get.
You're gonna get what you're gonna get.
And you better be happy about it.
As I'm talking to you now, they've sent me and my colleagues an email to say that on Wednesday they'll be bringing a videographer into our lessons because they're trying to build our website, our content. We're having a test, and those kids will be doing a test.
So you videograph all you want to.
So you can videograph the test. But just know that's what's going to be going down.
You can see children with their head down, writing, and I can be in the corner. So go ahead. You put on makeup and everything? Makeup ready to go? Ready to go.
Now for the video, I might do that. For the video, I'm going to draw a brow.
Just sitting down staring at students doing tests. Sitting down for hours watching them doing tests.
So, Miss Wilson on the internet coming to a website near you.
Oh, yeah. They spun around, came the other day. They come back. Yeah, I was like, I was like, y'all, let's be happy and gave y'all lessons.
They spun and came back another day. Rashad, you running things. Say, go on then.
It's like,
go on then. We skipped right over our celebrations and our happy birthday.
Happy birthday to everybody.
Happy birthday, my friend.
Happy anniversary to the Rose. They celebrated on
yes, to Delton and Juliet. This is where I'm supposed to use my ability to post things online, to post things about Delton and Juliet. Give me a moment. I do. Play with your mom. Play with your mom. You wish to be happy birthday. I'm coming for you. All right, now.
So we're gonna say happy birthday. This is like almost an hour in. We're just getting now the birthdays.
That's insane. We've been doing for an hour.
I don't know. Just having a good time.
Speed up.
So happy birthday to all those persons who celebrated a birthday last week and who celebrated this week. Let me check. I'm gonna check my list. We know we had Yasmin who celebrated on the 6th. Happy birthday again to Yasmin.
Happy birthday.
She hasn't been on the show in a long time.
I know.
She used to be a staple here.
DGMT.
A DGMT, but look how the enemy is scrapping unaware. Happy birthday to all of you, everybody, laddie daddy, everybody who's celebrating.
I say this week. Shops, and here we are.
Yeah, and don't even show up. Don't even come to wake. But happy birthday to anyone who's celebrating this week. And celebrated last week. Happy belated birthday to you. Wish you all the best from all of us here at DGMT and by extension Glory 93.9 FM.
We had none. We sing to you. You had a birthday.
We got
none. We sing to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You had a birthday, we had none. We sing to you. You had a birthday, we had none. We sing to you. You had a birthday, we had none. We sing to you.
Singing
Happy birthday to you.
oh, happy
Birthday.
oh,
You had a birthday,
we
had
none.
none.
We sing to you. Hallelujah.
And shout out to the Rose, Delton and Julianne, who celebrated their 9th. Is it 9th?
It was nice.
It was their 9th wedding anniversary
It was.
this week.
See, he has hot. Oh boy. I had to get a daughter.
I don't know. Their 9th wedding anniversary this
I'll just put
week.
this.
Thanks.
Thanks to me. Thanks to me. Yeah.
We're getting distracted from the
I fixed her
point.
up.
Okay. He just sat and waited for me to do it. That's all. That's the only contribution he made. He patiently allowed me.
I came by the house, had us like, it's enough is enough. Yeah.
That wasn't 40 minutes. It wasn't. You know what? It doesn't matter. Why are you watching the clock? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But 40 minutes for us to get here, not for me to finish what I was doing.
Yeah, I thought
That was delusional. There was no situation in which he was going to be in danger. He was just wrong for saying
I thought it was gonna be a quick 10.
that's ridiculous.
And
But anyway, we're distracted. As grits, as sure as grits is grocery, Delton was made for Julianne. Julianne was made for Delton.
I'm sure it's good.
As sure as grits is grocery.
And eggs is poultry.
And so and eggs is poultry. Julianne was made for Delton, and Delton was made for Julianne. What is happening? What is that laugh? Honestly, you couldn't find two peas that fit better in one pod.
Yay.
No, at all.
All right. Amen.
So we wish them a happy anniversary. I'm not sure why the bishop is cracking himself up. I don't know why. Okay.
Amen.
Curvis is on the laugh. He said, "Happy wedding anniversary,
Thank
big
you,
bro." Julianne said 9. What is going on? What is happening here? Jody Ann says 9. You guys are old.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. You're just gonna keep on? There's a joke I'm missing in the room. There's something I'm not getting. There's something I'm not understanding.
Amen.
But the saints say happy anniversary to you. So to all those
Thanks,
who celebrated
guys.
birthdays, anniversaries, things of that nature, big shout outs to you. My friend Oyinko celebrated.
I did see Oyen's birthday. I did
this
see
week
that.
as well. Say? Because we kind of did news and reviews and other stuff before.
You talk about the fire and stuff.
You're correct. We did 52 minutes.
You saw the fire?
What have we been doing since then to now?
You saw the fire?
Just waffling.
You see the fire? Yeah, it's big fire. All the smoke.
All the smoke. All the smoke. And so that's us for the day. News and reviews. We already spoke about the fire. What else was in the news and reviews? There was something
Speaking
else.
about Agnes Grocery, the big story that happened this week was definitely Agnes
talk.
Poultry. Y'all were up in
That was
arms
insane to me that it became such big news.
about the eggs.
That
Didn't
it
realize the
became
eggs would be
such
such
a big deal. It was a bit like, are we living in Narnia? Why are eggs news?
You know, got to my graph.
The text, what? The what's it called? Why? What eggs?
Oh,
The ones the cheap eggs. Who sent you that?
what? No, yes,
And the plot thickens.
the plot anyway. Did anybody buy the eggs who listen to DGMT? Did y'all get some of the eggs?
Because the streets are saying. But I mean,
Hey,
what do you mean
Shande,
don't
thank you,
buy them
Shande.
eggs?
Thank
Eggs
you,
are
Marisha.
eggs. I'm not
Thanks,
gonna lie.
Rabbits.
Eggs are eggs to
Thank you,
me.
shot.
So what?
Yes, some too.
Don't put that on the radio. Why?
No, it's a dumb reason.
What's the dumb reason? Huh?
He's scared he can crack the egg and see a beak, so he don't trust the organic eggs.
Now for me, I not the ones that grow locally though, but I've had them before. I only do organic eggs, but my mummy did that to me. She did put something in my head about
Not microphone. There.
regular eggs. I've always been an organic egg person. So my egg budget was higher than the average person.
Yeah, no, she started to do, but then she
Who, this?
yeah. Like you started was going
Oh
push
no,
it.
because I realized there's no camera there. That's why I didn't
Yeah,
do
no,
it.
I gotta turn yours a little bit to get to you on one night.
No.
One for the money, two for the show. You need to get ready
Fine,
for
if
it.
I have to share.
I mean, that's fine. I can turn my extra on. It's fine. People start seeing you. Who are they?
So long. Who are these people that died?
I see, man.
Even the people who see, I mean, I see you regularly. I'm not quite yet tired of seeing you.
Right yet.
Not quite yet.
See, you anticipated coming with your show.
I just don't want to. I don't want to pretend that it can't
As for
happen.
now, as for now, we're doing good.
I don't want to pretend that I'm immune to being fed up of seeing a person. You know what I mean? You have to come closer though, because it doesn't catch both you and I.
Let's turn to watch you. You say you don't mind.
That's fine. The Saints want to see him a little bit, just a little bit.
I didn't eat the cookies.
They can catch you now.
Don't eat the cookies on the.
I mean, I eat whole pizza and like catch me.
Yeah, all of these now.
That's regular. I mean, but anyway, we digress. We digress.
So the eggs were that was definitely big news this week. Eggs were going for $3.99.
Jack me say, Bishop, I hear somebody had them egg and they end up in hospital.
Oh Lord Jesus.
So, Bishop, I know you.
Somebody had the eggs and in hospital. Now stop it.
I know you like omelets, so Bishop.
See,
now
this is very sensational.
I said, beloved, God bless you.
I mean, that's kind of the person to warn you, but the eggs, put them in hospital. It had to be that because of the brand of egg, but nobody else is in the hospital because of eggs.
Julianne said the eggs look like dinosaurs. Someone said the eggs look like dinosaur eggs.
I can't with y'all, you know. I can't with y'all. I cannot
So
with you guys.
That person ain't eat nothing in probably 3 days beside the eggs. How you zero it in?
Onto the eggs. Come on, man.
Terrell said a friend of his had and they looked a little foamy when they started mixing them.
Oh, you see, my thing is when you're suspicious, you're going to find what you're looking for, you know.
Samantha said, "Hey, I got 2 cartons to them."
And Samantha, all is well in your household.
Did you go to the hospital, Samantha? Did the eggs look foamy to you?
There's a way to mix the beat eggs and they will come for me.
Yeah, man. You whip them long enough. Terrell says, whatever happened to the government's Golden Yoke program?
What is that?
So the Golden Yoke program is
I
a
feel
program.
like I've seen that somewhere.
Yeah, where they were investing into farmers who had chickens and trying to get the eggs going. I know they said there was a machine malfunction, one of the bigger suppliers. I think the government recently put some money into it, and the machines supposed to be fixed. And then they were working on a feeder because the feeder was down too for the chickens. So in other words, it ain't working like that right now. So right now, the Golden Yoke ain't too golden.
I think,
but they're working on it.
I mean, it's easier said than done. But I do think we need to, as we attract businesses and hotels and those kind of investors, I really think we need to go a little heavier in our trying to attract persons in agriculture. I think we need to go hard, go hard in the paint as a country,
like we do for the police and the doctor.
We go hard for everything else. Yeah. We go hard for.
I see what you mean.
Let's go hard at it. You know, okay. So this person comes, yeah. But and hats off to the Prime Minister for what he's doing with trying to get all those points he won't get from the whole global thing, the carbon credits. Hey, I ain't knocking that. If you see money there, you can get it for the country. Get the money, Mr. Prime Minister. But I really think we need to have a blitz, man, an all-out blitz, and go hard in the direction of agriculture.
In terms of, we want people to invest in agriculture, or we want agricultural experts to come and kind of assist the efforts in the nation.
I talking about
all the things.
The same way we have hotel brands, we have total foreigners running the brands, and we get our whatever it is, even if we got to go that far. Like what they did with the industries in Grand Bahama.
Right.
If we got to go that far to bring in so-and-so farms, we have this land here. We have this kind of, we know our soil type is in some regards what grows in Florida can grow here. So let's find them big farmers there. Right. Listen, we can give you concessions. We can give you this. Set up shop here. You know, we
do for everything else.
And part of the setup is that, listen, now there's going to be no Morton salt kind of thing or no Bacardi thing where y'all make the stuff here and it costs more here than it costs anywhere else. You can make it here. We can get the cheapest price here, but then you can do export. Never we can make concessions. We do exports, whatever. But you got to give us favor on how we do it and cook up one deal, man. Let's do some negotiation. Cook one deal up.
I feel like the rebuttal to that would be, why not give Bahamians the training to set up themselves?
We had jump started. That has been the talk for a little while. I mean, there are incentives there, and people say there needs to be more, and there probably does need to be more. But we need a jump start. And if COVID didn't show us anything, it shows food security is a major deal.
It's a must.
So I know there's this whole thing about, there's a whole story that Perry Christie let the cows dead when he's been studying agriculture 20, 40 years ago.
Yeah, that's a long time ago.
People still bringing that nonsense up. I don't know if the Minister of Agriculture should be in there watching the cows. I don't know.
Samantha says she's had them every morning this week, those eggs, and she's fine. All is well with her. Plenty people should be in hospital then because those shells were cleaned.
Oh yeah, they was
Clean. I
lying,
mean,
buddy.
I've never seen something like that go viral in the chat before though. But the amount of times I saw cheap the picture of the $3.79 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like
You
feels
surprised
like a
though? You
lot,
surprised that
man.
they're gone from $9 or $10 $3 and people in
No, I'm not surprised.
That's big story.
jump.
Now, mind you, I never, because I don't buy those eggs, I didn't feel the change in the price of eggs because the eggs that I buy were the same. They didn't really change. The organic eggs, $7 is how much they are. That's how much they've been. So that whole scandal didn't really touch me like that. That's me
I ain't rich.
personally.
I ain't no baller. At my brokest, not my lowest. I don't read price tags.
But the eggs got you.
No, I'm saying
Okay.
I don't. So I will never know what.
Okay,
going on
I didn't
going
read.
on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't brokest lighter and off,
Because if you
water and off.
Because if you read the tag, it don't change the fact that I need to
I
get this
need this, I
thing.
just tired, right?
I would choose.
Or I want this. I can get this. Like,
Yeah.
I get trust God to take care of me.
See, the Saints even coming to share the deals on the live. Aurora, good morning. She says Publix discount and deals now have them for $3.99 a dozen. I don't even know where that is or what that is, but okay. Thank you for sharing.
I watched this
Rashad
show.
say-
You watch it on? Sorry.
Go on.
On Shanique, she had talked to Shanique Miller. She had Senator Barry on with his other brother on, and they were talking about Senator Barry. What Barry last name?
Can't remember his last name, but he's dealing with the
Trade and
trade stuff,
things of that nature,
Okay.
and they really locking down things with DR. I mean, because
Dominican Republic, right?
there are a lot of DR is making a lot of money in this country in the construction industry.
Yeah.
A lot of folks are getting their building supplies and whatnot. So it seems as though the government is working to firm up some things based on what
Griffin.
they said.
Barry Griffin. Like you do that.
Barry Griffin, thanks so
Yeah.
much. Yeah, I know. I understand Barry something. And God bless you, Barry Griffin, if you're listening.
You got to press on the Bishop's page to take our numbers up.
Yeah. So
How does go?
I was glad to hear that. I hope it wasn't just smoke, and I hope it was real. It sounded like it was real. That we need to look for our people. I mean, if one thing we should learn from Uncle Donald is Donald doing what he thinks is best for the U.S. Whatever crooked, whatever the thing is.
America great again.
The boy serious about America voice.
He tell you all America, I'll make America great again.
Yeah. And that level of however you
Patriotism.
feel about Donald, that level of patriotism is what moved this country in the 70s. Like those brothers, them was straight up patriots. As I sit down with certain of the old guard that I am able to, one particular I'm on a committee with, I'm just moved by their patriotism. And we can find the negative things to say, oh, they did this, but they don't play when it comes to this little country. They believe it's the greatest country in the world. I was walking the studio and said this, like, that I said nothing else. I can finish with my tea. I was walking the studio and I was thinking, we heard so much stories, Delton. Now you've been ex-pastor. Ex-pastor. I couldn't get the word out.
Ex-pastor.
But we heard stories about the amount of millionaires that Pinlindos made.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have no stories no more.
Mm.
And they made millionaires. This little black boy from the group became millionaire. This little fella from Andres, millionaire. This little person, Andres. All these from Exuma. These guys from the hood, they were made millionaires by the leadership. Man, that kind of patriotism. I don't know. That's hit me as I walked out of the studio. We still making millionaires. And
How do they make millionaires?
someone want to do something here? No, you getting Vera to do this. Vera gonna lay that carpet. Now someone getting mad at Vera's PLP, whatever case is. But at the end of the day, honestly, we celebrated. That's a young payment that just got a leg up, a hand up. And even though Vera is COI, PLP, FNM, she live in our communities. She goes to our churches, she goes to our food stores. That we should want that. And I pray, brother, I say in the brother government, all the governments, whoever win, man, make some more billionaires, man. Make some people great, man.
Some people say it's from illegal activity.
Huh?
Someone's on, I can't remember who was watching this, like that PLP, like that, they're not all PLP, is like illegal activity.
Skullduggery and
They say
darkness.
it was skullduggery and
There are
darkness.
many of them who we knew.
It's not all of them. Yeah, these are businessmen.
They are
They
businessmen.
got contracts.
Businessmen. I won't call them names, but businessmen, legit businessmen who were able to buy machinery, who was able to open this and open that, whatever, man.
Yeah. Rashad says Bamsey has no more chickens currently. I think that's because the feeder went down, so they couldn't feed chicken no more.
Hats off to Perry Christie with Bamsey.
Yeah, Jay had eggs for $5.
Did you see that post that they've got like their agricultural department at GHS is rocking and rolling?
I didn't think it was
But
first
they've been getting low
H.O. Nash.
like low
I
buy-in.
say it's H.O. Nash is being.
Oh really?
Oh, H.O. Nash being selling.
Rocking and rolling.
They were selling raw. They were selling meat. Like
I
forget.
told him when I spoke
No,
to the
they're selling
graduation.
meat. They were selling cow. They were selling goat. No, they're selling meat. HO Natural
I
chocolate.
spoke to the graduation and I said, listen, I'm putting my order now for the guests. They said, no, sir.
No, nothing going.
Thanks for teaching, but thanks for your little word.
But you
On the line long.
Yeah, no, HO Natural being in that agriculture.
Interesting.
Little bok choy. No, they selling their things.
But that's what the woman, but the woman was saying that no one's buying from them. I guess that they're not. Yeah, that they're not getting enough publicity.
Because like HO Natural, you know about HO Natural, they're rocking and rolling. Yeah.
Nice.
Aurora says there are
nice.
so much possibilities for us to become self-sufficient, but so many missed opportunities, and the farmers don't have the support that they need. Always cry from farmers. Always a cry from farmers wanting more help. Rose says agriculture used to be booming. Good afternoon, Rose. Agriculture used to be booming, and I don't understand why we can't get back to that point.
In a very long time.
Rose. Rose, we used to export to the U.S. And now all we could do is import.
I mean, when I speak to my friends about food in the Bahamas being expensive, their minds are blown. Like, y'all have fruit growing on trees. Y'all are surrounded by the sea. What do you mean seafood is expensive? What do you mean seafood is the most expensive?
Jody says she voted for a broiler company as the first investment. She tired of seeing chicken with Arabic writing. What kind of chicken is we buying, Jody? What kind of chicken is we buying?
Chicken with Arabic writing.
Like, what kind of chicken is we writing?
First of all,
how you buy it?
First of all,
I think shop you buy baby. I said to Shati and Delton, just start plucking.
See, that level of negativity. I ain't here for it. The eggs are fine. They're just eggs.
My thing was, I don't
think they're any better than the ones that were in the pink and blue carton.
But my thing was, we did not care where eggs came from before they got so low, because you don't know who Hillendal is, you don't know who that next pink company is, you don't know where they coming from. All you know is
it's familiar.
Now I was like, oh, I don't know this box. These dinosaur eggs. Now the eggs for me. That's the next thing.
Brave, go on and find them.
That's the next thing. The prime minister bring these eggs.
Yeah, we don't trust Brave. I don't Brave them. I don't trust them
with bird flu.
Mm-hmm. One of the things Barry them said is that the bird flu's in the U.S.
Yeah,
we should be more confident with these ones because the bird flu in India is in the U.S. Anyway,
Rose was saying she agrees with you. She hasn't stopped buying anything. If I need it, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Aurora says when it comes to price, you can't focus on the items. You can't focus on the items I need. I walk to the register in faith and get it all because these babies have to eat.
They gotta eat some food.
He's a sucker. Just saying. Who's a sucker? Barry Griffin.
Yeah, that's what Julia.
What that got to do with the price of eggs?
It probably just adds the fact that I don't know why she ran this, man. She's trying to say Barry's a loser.
Yeah, what you trying to say?
Why would you say that?
It was a good time to mention a sucker.
Yeah, I celebrated Barry Griffin, and now you
want to mention
he's a loser. Now you want to swim down.
There's that he is.
There's a big dirty puddle and you stood in it.
Jumped in and dance around.
I agree with Bishop. Make some more Bahamian millionaires. Julianne says the boneless, skinless chicken breast packs have Arabic writing.
Oh.
Super Value just repackages them, but they are the same as the ones in the freezer set.
Oh, y'all bringing thing up.
Have you seen that guy that's on Instagram? Like he's on Instagram and his thing is he reveals all the secret sauce recipes and with the fast food chain.
The fast food chains.
And he does this. He's like, come here. You see that guy?
No.
It's so funny. That's what Julian's doing. You unveiling the secret.
I mean the tall black
guy.
Guy.
No, he's bright skinned.
Tall, big.
Tall, slightly.
Yeah.
He's like, come here. I heard you.
Then he zoomed in.
And he zoomed in. So fun. Anyway, so that's our news and reviews today. I don't think there was any.
That's the whole thing.
Discount distributors.
They changed it there.
On Chesapeake.
I didn't know where
Chesapeake Road.
They're Chesapeake right there.
I knew them. So I know where that is. Like I've never been in there though.
Yeah.
Never been in there in my life.
It's beautiful.
This ain't right showing me, not showing Vera, man. It's Vera time.
I mean, one thing about me, I'm good. I'm all right. All is well. We can share. Julianne say, I mean, y'all win twice out of 40 years. Now the world's greatest are losers. You're losers this year. Y'all gotta lose that spirit of hateration. I think the problem is
y'all are Presley losers. That's all it is.
That's all we're saying.
Julianne, it's a thing. Everybody loves the underdog, you know. So you're like, it's you against the whole wide world.
That is all, and it's
so in this year when you're,
like and I don't like you either. But right now, Shaq is losing.
Jessica apparently was also watching DGMT. She's come to greet the Saints, and she says, "Facts, Julie. Good afternoon to you too." Maureen Forbes say, "Hey, my number one drama, Maureen. Good to see you. It's been a long time." But we're moving on to our main. We haven't done our song of the day, but I feel like the bishop is here, so we should go to our main topic.
Oh, my thing on.
It is definitely on. Singing loud. Yeah, so Jessica's another one of those persons on that Kool-Aid.
I just like a nice celebration.
Trying that red Kool-Aid.
I feel like those who work hard should be rewarded for their hard work. That's all.
Yeah, so song of the week.
Go on then, you go first.
I did call it. Let's turn that off then.
Wow. Yeah, let's do song of the week.
Oh, that's me. Oh, that's me. Why you call it? Oh, what you call it? And I call it my video.
Powerful. Bring them on the show. Bring them on the live.
I'm sorry, guys.
Bring them on the live.
I apologize. Apologize.
My
phone ain't locked. Oh, that's why. iPhone ain't even locked on Siri. I don't talk to Siri. All right. Cut off. All right. Yeah, so all right. So that's news and reviews. Eggs are cheap now. This FA more left. I remember the eggs be $1.99. I remember that.
Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself.
That's how all it feel like.
Because that's a whole nother corridor.
Eggs just be $1.99.
That's another rabbit hole. We could fall down. I remember when this was this price.
Yeah, but now they $3.99. Hey, get your eggs.
You're gonna take it.
Yeah, we take whatever we can get right now. But I think that's it. That's happened. News I can remember. Oh, of course, the SpaceX rocket blowing up,
and then it looked like there were comets in the sky, but they weren't comets.
Yeah, so they took
just pieces of explosion.
It was very funny. I saw it. I was on the baseball field with Dallas, and Dallas is like, he saw it first. He's like, "Daddy, it's a shooting star in the sky." Shooting star. I look over. It didn't fully explode. But you could see the ball moving.
I'm mad I missed this.
So he saw the ball moving,
so cool.
and I was like, "Oh, it's nice." I was like, "Look a little big for a shooting star, though. It's moving at a very awkward angle." And then it exploded and went into small pieces. And he was like, "A meteor shower! Daddy, a meteor shower! We're about to die!
Why does he have language to explain that?
About to die.
Why does he know about why? A meteor shower, why does he know that?
Dallas says it's a meteor shower.
We're about to die. And Dallas did not call on the name of Jesus. I have questions.
He ran back to the baseball field.
Children's church teachers, we have work to do.
He ran back to the baseball field.
Dallas thought he was going to die and did not call on the name of Jesus.
Dallas says it's a meteor shower, and he ran back to the field. He's like, "Let's get this last game in here before I go. Jesus.
I want to go out doing what I love.
Let me get this last game in here before we go." So Dallas ran back to the field. It was pretty to look at. It was very nice to see.
Rashad said that was a prophetic sign that QC was going to take it home. I don't believe in foolishness, but when I saw that, I said, "Mother's sick."
Yeah,
if they don't win tomorrow, bless Dallas's heart, smartest guy in Nassau town. Better believe it. Dallas is golden.
When the government that negotiation for that thing
with the SpaceX
with the pod. I believe.
I think it's dark and skullduggerous because it's been very undercover, very casually. Oh yeah, rockets will be taking off from one of the islands and landing in one of the islands. Don't worry.
No, I think it's taking off from. I think it's will land here.
Land or whatever.
I think.
You know why I'm confused? Because they've not been clear about what's going on.
Of course not. But I think this is me using my little reason, stuff like that. What I think happened.
I'm sorry, I'm just reading the comments.
I think Elon buys certain carbon credits from us. That's what I think it is. Because we have a good amount of carbon credits that we can use. So I really believe. I definitely could be wrong. This is all.
But then if he buy the carbon credit
from us,
why are we giving him stuff?
No, so you can use our carbon credits because you could bring your stuff that could damage the atmosphere. We get plenty of that. We get plenty clean over here. I believe that's what it could be used for. That's
Delton. If no one thought about that before, some politicians sitting on their life like, "Mother, that's what we should do."
It's me that's using my conspiracy theory mind and be like, I wonder if you use my carbon credits to bring these things over here. Because it's like, I need somebody to land this thing. I think hurt the atmosphere too much. Clean air.
Definitely got to be to do with money. But I feel like if you want people's, I guess they don't need people's support. You could support or not support. It's gonna happen. It is what it is. It's going down how it's going down.
It is what it is.
I mean, the baby people would like to know how much you're getting and what you're going to use it for.
Oh, if we could get some of that. Where are we going to see the sign?
Same question.
I mean, if we could get a little 40-50 million a year from this operation.
When you say we,
consolidated fund.
Yeah, the government.
I even ain't saying that Mr. Government getting something.
Have to be. That's just logical. That's not even a conspiracy.
Saying that. I really don't care. Make sure something getting the consolidated fund, something nice getting the consolidated fund. Make sure we getting more than you.
Yeah, make sure we get more than
and way more than you. And I ain't saying you getting anything, but if you are getting something, I even ain't getting your personal business. What I'm saying, make sure we,
the country,
We should get more, man. We should get at least.
If it's 20, we get 15, man.
If it's 20, no, man, get 17, man. Y'all wake up 3, man.
That's a lot.
You know,
Okay,
and I really would like my whole 20, to be honest.
No, it ain't happening.
I would like my whole 20.
You would like it.
You know, but come on, man. Come on, man. You can finder's fee is what? Usually 5%.
Yeah. So get they the 5% off that.
Oh, that's plenty.
That's plenty, buddy.
5% of what?
No, that's a million actually.
20 million. If you go 20 million, yeah.
Yeah, 20 million, 5% is 5% is
lot.
5% is $1 million.
Correct.
Mhm.
Yeah, you ain't finder's fee. Wherever that go.
Yeah, you find out a job.
They got to split that million between a couple of them, though.
That's why I say I think
That's the problem.
that 5%.
That million ain't gonna be enough.
I-
Because if
20
we're talking
million?
millions, what I take away from this must end in mil.
With ass. I can't be million. It got to be at least some millions.
Rashad Bishop, absolute foolishness. It's going to impact our ecosystem.
That's why I think he thinks of that. I mean, and given the like how these things act, like how one just blow up, you don't know where it can land. Like, you hoping to land, yeah. But that one blow up, you ain't know where to land. All of a
No,
sudden,
man, science has developed enough for them to be able to estimate to a large portion
they can
exactly where the stuff is gonna
they
land.
can estimate.
And then they leave room for error. They leave room for whatever. Why? Who calls me?
Have we seen? Did they actually show where the place was, where the landing spot is next door? Did they ever show where it was?
It's a private event.
Or it was an event? They had an event for it?
It was an event that
I didn't
people
follow
attended.
it. I don't know. I don't know
because
where
I'm
it
in a
was.
group where a particular
You're in a
diplomat.
fancy group.
I know. Particular diplomat posted his picture of being there and then realized that everyone in the group did not want to see that because everyone was like, "Where are you and what is going on?"
Oh, look how our environmental specialist is on here.
Yes. Let's
welcome Pachancia Knowles to the chat.
Yes.
Who was just sitting down quietly for probably an hour.
She's like, now you talking my business. I hear.
The environmental impact is definitely one that can be concerning as there's more of these events to take place.
Can somebody give me the specifics about the environmental impact?
Yeah,
Who chat you on?
She's in the thing I'm chat.
she on the page.
Louis?
Yeah.
Oh, I
she
don't
on-
know where she typing
Oh,
from.
who on? Who page you listening on?
Oh, she on Louis.
She on Max. Oh, Delton.
Okay.
Oh, you want to be on Delton's page, do you?
Wow.
I just went to Vera friends. I just Vera friends.
First of
Naturally.
all, we were friends way long before.
That's a good point. I just reached.
I
take that back.
Don't let me miss and find some debris and over. And they have it out there. They have it out there that
How
you
you gonna
find
know that
if you find
that's
debris.
debris from thing?
That's the thing. I don't know. If I find a piece of metal,
How you gonna know what it looks like? You're gonna find a piece of
Your wife is
metal.
crazy, but your wife
Oh,
is
you're
crazy.
hoping it says on it Elon Musk.
Where do you
Well,
come from?
Piece of debris says SpaceX.
I remember when Hot Body was 85 cents.
We skip past that. And then the case of wings was $40.
I say sure. Case weighs $4.
I skip over that because I say that's going to take us down that rabbit
So
hole.
the environmental impact is definitely one that can be concerning as there's more of these as
Debris,
more of these
noise
events.
pollution.
debris,
Noise pollution.
noise pollution. Can you? I mean, again, we know what debris means, but this also I want to ask you to expand on
What kind of debris?
to what extent the debris?
Go
Meaning,
ahead.
are you thinking about?
Go ahead.
No,
sir.
I don't even want to suggest. I want to say what they
consider as a
what
as a
are
bad
they
debris?
saying? And I'm with you. I just want to know if you could expand a little bit from an environmental
Like
standpoint. What do you mean debris?
Shrapnel just being in the animal's natural habitat. I guess landing
where?
in the animal's natural
That's what,
habitat.
I want to hear this. I want to hear what your thoughts. What the thing.
I don't know any. I'm an English teacher. I'm just using big words.
And I just
Trash that enters into the water.
Yeah, that's
So debris going into the water. As far as Trump's concerned, the sharks can handle it a little bit.
what's interesting is
They
that
can eat you a
the
little bit,
department spoke after the event.
Yeah.
So the health people only found out about it afterwards.
Yes, that was the whole hoopla in the first place. Because this is the second one. This is not the first one.
I mean, the explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the first whatever landing takeoff mission. This was not the first one.
No.
Yeah. After the first one, there was like a release about SpaceX, and there will be landings in. Is it? It's not Exuma release.
Yes, off Exuma. It's
Off
off Exuma.
And the documents were released after the event.
Oh, y'all spilling tea.
What's the foolishness about we about to see drifting ashore because Elon doing mess? Now there's a lot of foolishness drifting ashore, irregardless. See, this is beyond my scope of expertise. So I'm letting the people who know about it talk.
I just be intentional. I say swallowing right now. Fine.
As you try to say there, Aurora. Say, of course, it's Exuma. What are you trying to say?
What I mean?
What are you trying to say, Exuma?
That's that person being very dirty.
Yeah, that's the
Very
trick in
dirty.
there, you know.
But Chance here, I just say it like this. Some people in here, a lot of persons who close to the industry is losing respect for some of the regulators in your industry.
Yikes.
Because they seem to be very duplicitous. They seem to not be consistent in what they do. And I ain't saying what your industry is. I ain't calling nobody names. I just talking to my friend Shani.
In that particular area.
Yeah, that there's some of us that are very confused to how you say yes to this but no to this.
She agrees to this.
What you say?
I agree.
I agree, Pastor.
Okay, all right. So, so we are losing a lot of confidence. Some people who are in the industry, close to your industry, are saying like, really? Okay, now y'all approve this. Full. No, I must call it letters. Them letters. Clearance. This one, yeah? No. Why? You know what? So
I mean, no, but I think that there was a government cancellation and news and reviews with the whole Moorings thing. And what happened? That to environmental impact as well. What was happening there? What going wrong? And
they tried to say my yes, but they didn't really mean yes.
Yeah, they didn't mean yes. They didn't start.
Yes, and then we just didn't know. There's a right on. That's really
yeah, like we tell you stop, but not like that. The party got a little too far ahead of time. But anyway, Ms. Walker says we a small island nation can say little about America and Elon's agenda. He had a contract with the U.S. government for space flight, and Mars is on the agenda as well. Elon is receiving millions of dollars in contracts with the U.S. space program.
You know what I know is on the agenda? God will soon crack the sky. And he will soon come back for his people.
Come back for his people.
What? He's calling us all soon.
All the helicopters in the air doing practice flights, animals being misdirected. Or you sound more like a conspiracy theorist than me. Doing practice flights. Jody says, what's the difference between this and other scientific studies and advancements?
It sounds like what the pastor was saying.
We are becoming increasingly aware, or is it because it's Elon? It's a good question, Jody. You have an answer for us. How do you feel?
I think she was asking rhetorically.
How do you feel about it? How do you feel?
I feel like that's more of a rhetorical question.
Yeah.
There's a saying that people get very offended by.
Well, we like offending people on this show.
Environmentalists really hate this kind of statement. They say you cannot get an omelet unless you crack an egg.
No.
And environmentalists usually get very, very.
I think you got to explain that for me because I don't get it.
We want omelets.
Right.
Some things gotta go.
Got you.
Some things got to go.
We gotta, don't care how we do this.
What are the omelets in this case? Money? I'm just asking because I'm telling you, y'all really, when you start talking science, I start digging my nails.
All of the benefits all of the benefits that comes from prosperity, all of the jobs, all of the
you see,
and I ain't saying I with or against, but I don't get emotive with these things. A lot of people get emotive because I think we need to process these things. Like when everybody tripped about the drilling for oil. You know, I stayed quiet, and I get the environmental. I understand it. I mean, we need our fishing industry, whatever the case is.
Because we just talked about the eggs, and now we're talking about rockets.
When LNG came, when Portcake was trying to push the natural gas. Oh no.
And now we're back here.
And now we're back because we don't want to crack the egg.
But you know what? You said this before, and I think we're dealing with human nature, right? And human nature wants the omelet. Yeah. But what people want is also not to be treated like they're imbeciles. They want to be, you know what? I want the omelet. I don't like you cracking the egg, but let's all be honest. We want the omelet. So tell me what the omelet is before you crack this egg. So when you crack this egg, I can turn the other way because I know on the backside of it, we're going to get X, Y, and Z. The problem is you doing this, nobody knows what the benefit's going to be. So there's no buy-in. All we have is a cracked egg. All we have is a mess to complain about.
I just set you up because he's a foreigner. I'm saying that. No, real.
You know.
I let you know I would set you up, right? But I covering you. Y'all don't come from Vera. That's my girl.
Of course.
You've been living here for some time now.
Yes, sir.
Based on your observation, as you have no horse in this race, no dog in this race. Based on your observation,
I mean,
how many of just lively? What life goes on.
The future of my children.
Yeah,
but small things.
Based on your being assimilated into this society, how many of us who are not foreign like you, do you think can appreciate getting the nuts and bolts?
I think
What percentage of us you think can handle
getting
the crack in the eggs?
No, I don't. My thing is, I think everyone could appreciate the end result. Don't give us the breakdown.
I want the end result.
Give us the end result.
You mentioned about
telling
us about the crack in the eggs.
No, I say we see you crack an egg, or we see as a mess. But if you tell me, guys, next week we're gonna have omelets, and we got to do a couple of things to get omelets. But when the omelets come, we can let you know, and it'll be straight. You can get this. You can get this. Your life's gonna look like that. How many people can
appreciate? We got to do a couple of things to get omelets. How many people think can appreciate that conversation? Let's be honest.
What I'm saying is, I don't think they could appreciate we have to do a couple of things. What I think they'll do is, while you're doing a couple of things, they wait to see what your outcomes are going to be. If you don't deliver, they're coming for you. Right now, everyone coming for you because we don't know what you're doing or why you're doing this.
Good Morning Tea come across some money and they want to build this high-end something. But in order to get this right, because you build this based on one hotel you have in Ghana, you want to bring in 120 Ghanaian workers.
Mm-hmm.
And you can do certain things for them. How many of us can handle the hotel at the end of the day? We mad because we know why you bring these black people.
I feel like we won't be as mad if we know that this is what we're doing at the end.
Believe so?
I do. I think people like seeing shiny things. I think if you show them a picture of a shiny hotel that's razzmatazz, you're gonna blind them. I almost think that's what you do.
Example. I like the example because we handle the Chinese coming.
Show me the picture of what the Chinese building, man.
You bring in black Ghanaian.
Yeah, no, we can do that.
We can do that. We can
do that, John.
We can't.
Oh, so you think the response would be you don't need to bring them to do this?
I'm saying when you open that in negotiation, I was taught earlier there's don't say too much. Don't talk too much. Answer that. You say too much.
I think people want to know the end result, and I do think.
Yeah,
I think you get people less. People will be less incensed. That doesn't mean they won't be as irritated. But when you have there's movement.
We the Denzel behind this.
That's what you're telling me.
I role playing now. We can't tell you I am role playing. Y'all don't play me. I role playing. ROLE. I can't tell you we can crack eggs. One day we crack an egg. When y'all see egg getting cracked, y'all just trip. So what we just do, we just crack the egg.
And then y'all just trip.
No, we just crack the egg. Don't tell. Let's hope y'all don't find out. And if y'all find out, then we can lie to y'all.
We live too long. You never get away with that.
We can lie to y'all. We can lie to y'all, but the omelet coming.
But what we also believe is easier. I would say this is easier to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission.
I disagree. So you're trying to tell me
you disagree that it's easy to ask for
permission? Hold on. This is what I'm saying.
That statement?
Hold on.
Do you disagree that statement?
I didn't even let him finish. Can I finish what I'm saying? Then you can say it again.
No. I would say
it again.
It's easier to ask for forgiveness than for permission.
I think when you're dealing with adults, that statement, of course, is easier. But I think when you're dealing with adults and you want people to invest in something or buy in something or agree with something,
altruistic.
I think you should treat them like adults. Because what I'm saying is, I love the whole bringing 120 Ghanaians. Shout out to my people. It was our Independence Day this week. I was supposed to say that as well.
It is.
Anyway, you see, now I can't talk to you.
What?
I can't have a sensible conversation. I'm checking out. I'm going on my phone, guys. Y'all let me know when you're ready to be serious. What was that?
What was that? I said happy Independence.
And this man wants he wants me to carry him to Ghana. You're never going.
That's my version.
You're never going.
Independence morning. That's my God.
And I had a whole plan to sing the national anthem, and now I'm not playing it. I'm not playing it.
Did not like him anywhere.
It
is a nice song. You want that?
Yeah.
Wow. Where you come from?
I didn't even know what I was going to say. I'm upset now.
You say?
Carlo, welcome,
Carlo.
Carlo.
Welcome to DGMT.
Ever on our show.
Wow.
Who Carlo?
Carlo Ramsey. Carlo Curlew.
Carlo Curlew Ramsey.
Wow.
Says if you explain the process with clarity to get there is more palatable.
Because I think you've got to, y'all use this term a lot on barbershop talk. Talk to the Joe public. Don't give us the Joe public can't handle the nuts and bolts. But what I'm saying is,
so you actually answer my question. So you said Joe public can't answer
the nuts and bolts in their raw form. You're talking about SpaceX, and I'm confused. I'm an educated woman. I don't know what you're talking about. I stop talking when you're talking science, the environment, shrapnel. Now I stop engaging because I can't get that. But let me tell you. But let me say this: if the 120 Ghanaians are coming to build the hotel, regardless of what you tell me or don't tell me. I will take it better if you tell me they're building the hotel. This is what it's going to look like. It's going to be here. This is how it's going to benefit your lives. This is how it's going to improve our economy. Then if you don't tell me anything and they show up. Because what we know now is what you all is doing in darkness is going to come to the light. So tell us, give us something. We're gonna be mad. We're gonna be mad either way. So I feel my only point I'm making is if you give people information, you educate them, you give them information. Once you start doing what you're doing, you have to do what you have to do. But I think you create this lesser sense of panic and confusion and mystery and questions and speculation and conspiracy theories when you put information out there. The lack of information is why we have all of this back and forth and it could be this and it's the carbon footprint. Why we have to ask these questions? Why are we having to guess? I
had a conversation with a senior politician from back in the day, just last week on it. I was just blessed. That was a conversation. And they made a statement. We all know it, but just to hear the way it was said and it was a very sober statement that the person made. They said, Bishop, the challenge for the 21st century politician, especially in this country, this is all around the Caribbean, everywhere, but we live in this context is that there's an overwhelming sense of cynicism in Joe Public as it relates to the politician. Whatever the politician says, you lie.
Right. But where'd that come from?
But I know they said, it's justified. It's justified. Mm-hmm. We don't knock. And he said we, and I won't say which party the person belongs to.
Right.
We don't knock it. And they said it's not a PLP, F&M, or even CO. I can find out that once you name politician,
it's like
you lying. And now how do you dispel that cynicism? I think and I was saying to them, the only way you can dispel that is actually you start winning the hearts of the people. You can't do it by information.
I think information. I think information contributes to that.
I think, but we gotta start seeing that old statement where we will see how much you care. Bottom line, we need to feel you. I think we gotta start letting people see your heart, start loving on people, start doing things to empower people, start becoming more touchable, that they can actually see the human side of you and start actually. I think I can believe this person right now. After a matter of thing back in the day, it's a matter of trust. It's F&M. Right? That trust thing is just that we don't believe you if you name politician.
I think that I agree with you wholeheartedly, and you're talking about how can it be done. The reason I think information does that is because information, even if it is a facade, it gives the impression of transparency. And you can trust, or you believe you can trust people who don't seem like they're hiding something from you. And that's what information does. It takes the way.
I think we're too far gone. I really don't think.
I think it's a hard thing that people don't want to do.
I think we're too far gone.
I think that being the human and going and giving them rice and going to their funerals, I think that's too easy. And I think that wears off.
Prime Minister says,
and it's unsustainable.
That IDB says, one of these IMF, IDB, one of them said that this is a quote, what the
government
has done. No. What the government has done in this country, this administration has done, has been remarkable. The Prime Minister said that's what they said. Where's some lying, but they didn't say that. Who actually, anybody even going to say, let's see if we can find the statement and see what they said about
truth. But then what they say, no truth. But they say self-praise is no praise at all. Just put out an article where people them say it.
It's in a document.
But he got it.
But even the journalists never even get to find it. You see what I'm saying? So because the journalists, I see you, Janelle.
But this is a matter of opinion, though.
Lying.
We're not talking about opinion. We're talking about fact, hard cold fact.
When the PM them give the employment numbers,
Carlos say based on what? Carlos say based on what?
See that? That's how we go. Like
Carlos say based on what? What we basing this on?
When he get up there and say the same census people who do everything else say the unemployment is this. They lie. They must don't know what happened in the streets. When they say the unemployed this year go no, not true. You need to come on the streets. You put the report out, they don't. This report doctored.
You know that.
These numbers ain't real.
These numbers ain't real. You lie.
You lie. So of it. I don't know why anybody would be a politician right now. Why would you want to be a politician? Anyway,
send the link.
But I think it's also. But I think it's also the age that we're living in, and I think it's about educating people from that sense of. Teaching people to deal with how to handle information. Yeah. Like before you say it's doctored, just go and find out. Like if you have a question of something's authenticity, just go and find out what it is. And that's what we're trying to do with our children now. That's what the education system is trying to do.
I was almost going to comment on a preacher that I know at a press conference, and it made the news.
It's you, eh?
No, it's comment preacher, I know. And Joe Public under the preacher says, "Where were you when this happened? You come from down because you." I'm like, Joe Public, this preacher ain't do you or nothing.
He didn't even know you.
The preacher, you don't know this preacher. You don't know
the preacher.
nothing. Someone said the preacher need to go to the gym.
Yeah, no, all the preacher been doing is eating.
All
That's
the
what
preacher
it
been
was.
doing is eating.
I saw that one.
You know,
I know of the preacher also myself.
and I'm saying like that preacher just come off a fast like 2 days before the little interview come off. A couple of weeks before the interview, the preacher just come
to the gym.
And he been in the gym. He been in the gym. He been in the gym before the press conference. So, but I'm saying that cynicism is all over. Preacher and politician, they get in the brunt of it.
But do you think the social media,
You know that is.
What did Carlos say?
he know that is.
You know the
Did Carlo,
Let me read these
did
comments.
Carlo come to the offense of that preacher?
Oh boy.
The sensible people don't defend. You don't defend. You argue with a fool. You become a fool. You don't do that.
That's somebody fighting. Oh, I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I said it.
He got
What were you gonna say?
Nah, he got it. No, yeah.
I said it.
What is it? Just do this.
He faced the camera. He can't do that.
You can have mouth it in the camera. You can tell me, remember, because you ain't gonna remember. Whaps me.
I got
Let me read these comments.
You ain't gonna rap it if I gotta say it.
Let me. Oh,
You're like, wait.
You know, all right.
yeah, he couldn't say that on the radio.
No,
Just to confirm.
Exactly.
Julian says, because how space get in your business? God put us where he want us. Leave the spaceship and the exploration alone, man. We don't need to know nothing about Mars. Fish for water, people for earth. Stay in your lane. So I can't read that. Oh, so true, she said.
Yeah.
In a sustainable matter though, pastor. So that approach of giving information, this is about issues of sustainability, something that we've been actively, we drinking out of paper straws because you're all about sustainability. So this is something that impacts the everyday life, and it seems like you're doing something contradictory to it without giving us any context or information. Anyway, Julianne says, this is how I feel. Leave what's in the depths of the water down there and leave what's outside of the airplanes, space, let it be. Someone would have said we shouldn't have been flying though, Julianne. How do we innovate as a species without without the exploration and the experiment? Yeah, like, where do you draw the line?
And where these roads come from?
Because now,
these roads we have, who was there before?
What did I read before? You can have it. Did I send it to you or did I send it to you? I may have sent it to one of you or both of you about they're getting to the point in oh gosh, you see, I don't know science, so in IVF treatment stuff, right? Where you can have a baby who only has the DNA of two of its gay parents. Exactly. Where do we stop?
What?
So it's a gram. So they would only the separate sex would be like the grandparent of the great grandparent. It's madness. I thought I sent it to you.
Yeah, nice.
I maybe sent someone else. I'm gonna find it. So Rose is saying the kind of information Bahamians want is, are we gonna be employed? Agreed. And if not, why are we doing this? I with them. If we're not being employed, why are we doing this? New is scary, but it's definitely necessary. So innovation is necessary. Yeah. Rose says she wants to know the end result. Carlos said, if you explain the process with clarity to get there is more palatable. Some of it can be down to...
Carlos said palatable?
He did.
Yeah.
Come on, Carlos.
Don't patronize my friend, please. Not on my show. You can do that on your own show, not on my show. Not on my show.
We got a mic.
Carlo, I got you.
Palatable. Go on with your
Jodianne say more of it can be down to familiarity and mistrust. The whole skepticism or cynicism. More transparency is needed if we are not children.
We are not children.
But the problem, Rose, is I agree with you 100% because that's what I was saying. The problem is we come on the internet and act like children, as the man of God said. Because that comment under his thing is one of thousands.
The birthday.
One of thousands. So yes, we should be treated like children. Not treated like children.
Who's him?
That pastor that he knows that he was speaking of. Yeah. That scenario where the person came under a press conference from a preacher we all know. That's not the anomaly. That's not the exception. That's just the way people respond to news. Like, if you're not going to give that kind of response, you don't come under the live. Right. But I guess the dissenting voice is always the loudest, even if they're not the most. Mm-hmm. So the assumption is Joe Public can't handle information because look at what they do on the live. But Joe Public is really me and Delton and everybody on DGMT who would never do something like that on the live and can handle information. You tell me science, I'm still going to be confused. I'm gonna be like, I don't like the fact that you're bringing in all these Ghanaians. I'd like to be the only Ghanaian on the island. But let me wait and see how this hotel goes. I just feel like people will be less incensed. But hey, I might be delusional. What do you call me? The bishop.
Altruistic.
The bishop calls me altruistically optimistic.
That's it.
That's the one. I disagree, but apparently that's who I am. Shani says I should sing for you.
That you are positively delusional.
Positively.
Yeah, there's negative delusion.
Yeah.
There's a positive delusion.
I feel like sometimes you need that though. I feel like the world is already cynical. Somebody's got to be a bit positively delusional. I think optimistic is another thing. It's another way of saying it. So I'm full of faith. Thanks.
Full of it. That's what you are.
Shani said I should sing. I'm not singing. I'm not even singing. I'm going to go find someone else to celebrate my nation's independence with. I would rather you tell me and see the process through from the beginning. You're not going with me.
Yes, I am.
Or when you get there, don't say you know me. Never.
Vera, Akko will tell.
I don't know this.
Akko will tell.
You're seeing that Kiki Palmer. I don't know this man. I do not know this man.
Me. Agatha, we know me with Delton whistles.
Oh gosh, that's the problem right there.
Yeah,
Make me aware. Seeing those things falling from the sky was scary. So let people know this is an event that's going to happen. There's going to be things in this. Do you know what I mean? That's what I mean by information.
To be honest, I don't think this necessarily had anything to do with us. I think it's just who that we able to see it. I don't think this had anything to do with
they said that debris wasn't even the part of the deal.
Yeah.
So how did debris get over here? Because we haven't. When was the last time hold on. When's the last time you saw debris? Something shifting the way things are going on. That means when they doing foolishness wherever they doing it, you could see it. You're never
the space station ain't far from here. The space station really not far.
But my question is, Delton, when's the last time you saw debris in the sky?
They ain't where it landed.
Yeah, but Elon doing these things. Elon trying to make a spaceship airplane. He want passenger spaceship.
Yeah, you want
and the truth of the matter,
the last time they tried to do passenger something, all of them die in the sea. They will learn.
No, but then guess where we go in a couple of weeks?
Not under the water.
Under the sea.
Not under the water in a little boat with a little PlayStation remote control. God forbid. God forbid.
You around here watching movies.
God forbid.
Watching the Meg. You around here watching the Meg.
Aurora said.
No, but all these things. I
understand what you're saying. Because once upon a time, the plane was a thing. Titanic sunk, and nobody wanted to go on the cruise ship no more.
One of the things we learned in my translation class, we did this politician got up in the 70s and said in the United States, he says, if gasoline ever becomes more than 99 cents, everybody will go back to riding bicycles.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
We had $6.
Yay.
And back in the 70s when he said that, everybody jumped and clapping chair, this and that and the other. Yay.
Bicycle.
That's what was
awesome.
Flying cars on the way. And if we have flying cars, we gotta have outer space planes. We can't have flying cars without outer space. Planes gotta go hide in the car.
Yeah.
So we need outer space planes. We saw there. I mean, I'm surprised it's not happening more, but I went on a helicopter one time to go to Andres because it was more convenient to go on a helicopter. I mean, we don't start seeing it. I want to come in really hitting that hard in the islands.
Yeah, I don't know why helicopter did.
Why did they launch like that? But we can elevate, and before you know it.
I'm trying to read these comments.
Sorry.
Aurora says, all of the mistrust will forever have me side-eyeing you. Rose said, agreed to my point. Carlos said, how much of them have the human side? So you win the trust of the public.
Carlos' point is 100% correct.
I agree. I agree with that too.
A lot of the politicians, I ain't saying, this is Dan Antonio Rhodes saying, call me Bishop, but they haven't called me. A lot of the politicians up today are failing because they believe they're superhuman. Not superhuman, they're superheroes. They think that we are blessed to have them. They believe they're Superman. They Kal-El. So
that sense of service is gone.
Yeah, we should be glad to have them. They walk around with their hand like y'all ain't do nothing. And come for me, y'all ain't do nothing, and y'all got this attitude, y'all got this sense of accomplishment that the only reason why you are MP or you are a senator is because your Grammy was a Star Wars counselor. Stop that.
But even then,
or your daddy was a Star Wars counselor.
Before even that,
all this nonsense, and you ain't got no humility, you ain't got no sense of service. That's what hurt the system.
I think before you even get to people who are elected and feel entitled, is why do you want to be elected? What is your desire for? Not to serve, but to have power. That's literally all it is. Because I didn't realize the MPs don't really get that much money.
Oh, no.
And some of them are running in places and constituencies. No matter what you do, you're never going to get any money.
Let me say something crazy. and they can come for me with this.
Who's the day? Not on.
You hear what I said right now. How is it? Airport bus up, roads bus up,
The airport
facilities bus up. Listen, and Brave Davis keep on winning Cat Island. What do you say? All the people stupid. Are they really stupid?
All of them?
Are they really stupid?
Oh, you mean in that constituency
Yes.
on the island?
Cat Island.
Mm.
Airport mashup. Road assembly to pave. Utility stuff ain't working, but they say, give us this man. Why is that?
Give me this man. I don't know.
We just say, oh, he wicked. No, don't. Y'all, let's say the people are intelligent. Now you call them stupid again?
Oh, but then, Bishop, what's the answer to your question? Because he cares and shows love.
Yes.
But then that's not helping the people though. They crippling themselves doing that.
So,
Anyway,
who says so? What's your what's your
what's my
metrics?
measure? Airport bus up, roads then bus up, utilities not working.
That matters to you. What if it didn't get what mattered to me?
Janelle say no, they eating good. We looking from Nassau thinking they live in ghetto, but he feeding their needs.
What so you telling me this wrong for me?
I did wrong for me.
I ain't say it's wrong for me. I if I had to choose between this and this, I taking this. Now what is this?
Obviously.
I don't know.
Obviously,
We don't know.
True.
Yeah.
But we stand up here in
We over
Nassau
here.
and we say, oh no, Brave going this year. Oh, he in there again. Because them people up down there love that man, because that man doing something down there that people love. Oh.
Amen.
I don't know what this was to, but this is hilarious to me. To her point, provide supporting details. That's
Yeah,
the kind of comment I
that's
put on somebody's
That's to you.
work.
That's what you said.
What did I
He's
say?
talking. You like to provide the details for the person so that we want to know what's happening.
Oh,
so provide us with supporting details.
got you. That's what I'd put on his child's work. Provide
Supporting
supporting.
details.
I know Carlos' teacher said that to him one time, and that stuck. That had to have stuck. Provide supporting details. Yeah, people just always need someone to be mad at. Jessica, and I was right under that comment and had to delete. Apparently, the Saints who allowed themselves to get caught in the trap, they were advised to come down from there. And we thank God that you did. Amen. Now you can't curse.
You can't curse.
You can't curse.
The people out.
Marisha said she had some choice words for the persons who came for that preacher, but she doesn't argue with fools. Come on now. Carlos said, you're not slack. That's what Carlos said. No, that's slackness. Samantha says she was about to start typing when she saw that. She chose peace. We don't entertain idle conversation. It's giving the life experience when you turned off the mic.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what she was referring
That's what
to.
Rose say.
Lord, I feel like I'm in church. Day off the mic. Appreciate it. Oh, when I was back in Carlo, because you're trying to come for him, and I didn't appreciate that. They could be bringing in your husband from Ghana. Don't worry, I'm going there. I can find him I can find him in context.
I'll be right there with her.
Yeah. I don't know what Julian was saying into teeth, Vera.
I didn't know that was the
No, they eating good. Oh, what the politicians want to become come into politics for? She said to teeth. Now, Julian. No, they eating good. Oh, we read that already. Aurora said it's everything that happened on the backhand road trip. Where we going? Cat Island, eh? That's the decision. That's the consensus.
Oh,
that's the takeaway from today. Oh, GH.
It's going to the GH. That's what it's called.
I need to do a I don't know. I need to do a Google form with questions to see how ready and how ready you are to go. I'm not taking you. Listen to me.
I can take myself.
My yay is yay and my nay is nay. I'm not carrying you. My mom can come. Agatha needs to come here herself and carry you. And then you can be with her. I'm not coming with you. I'm not coming with you. You were so close. You had earned your way in, and then you did that. You did that.
What did he say?
They told me to pick me up from the airport.
Yeah, no, see?
Ride together.
That's it.
Untum fail.
Yeah.
Untum fail.
Flashback.
Untum fail.
Yep.
I highly recommend going back to watch our old shows from the old studio.
Vincent.
Those were good times.
We got Vincent.
I believe Vincent.
You know what? I can go Vincent.
I believe Vincent.
I believe in Vincent Gary.
I didn't tell you what Vincent did. Vincent messaged me. No, he did not message me. Vincent called my phone. Vincent don't call my phone. I said, what has happened? Who was sick? Is everything okay? Then he started with, hey, are you okay? Very good. Can you send me? I thought money was coming next. The man say, a picture of yourself. I said, what is this man up to?
Oh, Vincent, I bring it up. Don't worry about it. I bring it up, Vincent.
From I confirmed that I would be there in the summer. Vincent said, you know what?
When you going?
Send me a picture of you.
Oh, you're making
Where you
things.
You can't
Oh,
make it.
shucks.
You can't make it.
When you going?
We already had this conversation.
That's right. Don't worry
I'm not
about
giving my dates on the
When
internet.
you go?
I'm not giving my dates on the internet.
You put it in my
And then I
calendar.
said, "What do you want it for?"
put it
He
in my
started stirring.
Oh,
Oh, to frame it in my house. No,
Oh,
sir.
you doing
No,
banners,
sir.
big buddy. We
You're
getting
doing
banners. We getting cups. We getting shirts made. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is my calendar.
My daughter's back.
My dates in your calendar.
I accept.
Nope.
I can find it.
Very bad.
Vera, you know he was going there, man. Can't help himself. I mean, it's just so disappointing, Jody Ann. After all these years, I thought we'd made progress. But anyway,
What made you think that?
I feel like you're
why would you think that?
What did I do to make you think
my
that?
altruistic optimism.
Ah, there you go.
That's
I
why.
didn't never do nothing to make you think any progress.
That's what it is.
Around let's go. Around
yeah.
I had to get my suitcase ready.
Oh, I can.
I have to get my suitcase
I
ready.
ain't
You
going.
ready?
I'm gonna go this year.
Go ahead. I ain't stopping you. I just said I ain't going with you. That's all.
You going for 2 weeks, right?
Huh?
I can know when you leave.
Huh?
So once you leave, I feel like, you know, I
Easy.
come back.
Easy fix.
That's easy.
Easy fix.
That's easy.
Say less.
And
You know what?
I get on.
Don't mind me. Don't mind me. You just call me when you're at the airport.
No. I got Lagathon.
Call me when you're at the airport.
I got Lagathon when I leave London.
It's like I'm on the way.
Julianne, this is what I highly suspect. You say Vera Pop's gonna have you on 30 blind dates. I believe it.
He said he shot me a picture.
He said no,
He would do that for true.
I believe that's why he took my picture. Oh, you missed it. I believe that's why Vincent come for my picture.
I took this. I got it.
Yeah, I feel it. Don't worry.
No, because I Vincent looking down the line and say, you know what? This is the one I gotta sort out. This one right here.
Yeah.
And I think one of his big picture aims here is to get me to stay there. I think that's what he's trying
So
to
that's
do.
gonna be a bump visit. This has to be when you follow.
Well,
So you setting up suitors.
I definitely come in.
they have to be going.
I definitely come in.
I gotta come in case you come back engaged.
I get the number. I got it.
Yeah.
Don't do any kind of foolishness. Yeah. Jody Ann say, Dad gotta make it happen. I mean,
Yeah,
I hear for it.
I love go Ghana.
The
I'm
flight,
seeing the very beautiful pictures.
the flight is very long. It's 2 flights that are very long.
Flights.
One is 8 and the other one is 6.
Let me see for 5 people.
I wouldn't know.
Up in the front. I don't do that. You're ready.
That's slow.
You forced it out of me.
I bring my
You
fat
forced
self
it
into Ghana.
out of me.
And I said next to you the blade.
Yeah, I just read that to you.
And I said next to you the
The
blade.
other on one side, I had the next side.
Forced it out of me.
You had
He said
you
next
have
to
no
you.
armrest.
I
You
hate
can fly.
you.
You can fly
14
for
hours of
19
pain.
hours
Yo, this is the part of the show where they start
with
to
your
bully
hands in
me.
your lap. Armrest gone.
Well, try to read book. Not today.
No, really rest. Show me the camera. You better get a Kindle or your cell phone. Show me the camera.
All right, thank you guys for joining
For 19
DGMT.
19 hours, really.
Thank you guys so much for coming. It's been a great show. We
I
didn't
know,
even
she
touch on our
hungry.
main
She hungry.
topic. We didn't want to touch on main
She
topic today.
Give me a drink with my fat self.
The big fat.
Richard Jumbo. Guys, I apologize. I don't know what I'm apologizing for. I just feel like I have to apologize. This is not my fault. But in the words of one Pastor E.W. Hayes, my show just got hijacked. My show just got hijacked.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Talking about travel. What y'all think about the Prime Minister traveling all the money they say he spent for traveling?
I can't give my answer because it wouldn't be honest. I can't give my honest answer on the radio.
No?
Because I found out something recently that shocked me about the Prime Minister's ability to travel. And then it explained why he's using every opportunity to travel at this time. That's what 2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3 quick math.
Yeah.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Go back.
I tried.
Go back to
Aurora said utter foolishness. I feel like, can we see the fruit of his traveling in terms of like international connections? I feel like so.
Yeah.
I feel like it appears to Joe Public, to the average person who isn't cynical automatically. I'm not automatically one side or the other. To my eyes, I'm just like, it seems like he travels a lot to build relationships between other countries and it's working. Someone, for example, Bahamians can now fly. The last time I went to Ghana, I went with a Bahamian who had to go through a very long visa application process. At this point, Bahamians can get up on a plane and go to Ghana, no visa applications at all. Wow. So he is making really, I feel like there's impacts in small, if you like really pull back the layers, okay, what are the expo that they had here?
Yeah, all the African, the banks and stuff came down.
And I mean, the creme de la creme of business in Africa was here. Like, how y'all get here? Because Brave's doing that.
I went to the.
He's up and down doing that. So I don't know.
What was the thing I was called to pray for?
The energy summit.
I was blown away.
Who was at the energy summit?
Exactly.
Everybody.
All the companies.
So I went there. I was gonna wear jeans and that, and some of them. No, they'll let me. That's something. That's it. No, I think you wear a suit. I put on a suit. I went inside. I was like, whoa. I thought it was a little small room, a little group of people. No, this.
I went to the
major.
I stumbled upon the expo. One, I was mad I didn't know about it because I would have been there looking for my international other half. But I didn't know about it. I stumbled on it because I was at another event at Bahama, and we happened to walk through the convention center to get to our cars.
Major.
We had the sound first. We had the music. I was like, what the? First of all, that's the music of my ancestors. What is that doing? Playing so loud. And we just walked there. And I guess at this point, all the expos were done. They were just having a good time. Right. When I walked in that room and saw the people from all around Africa, shapes and sizes different, I was like, there's impact.
Yeah, there's some impact. No.
Is it proportionate to the amount of money he's spending and the amount of travel he's doing? I can't judge that.
I went a lot of places. Now,
right. Yeah.
Look at the name it has. Sometimes it's just your presence.
Yeah.
And I can tell anybody, but my presence causes people to pay for the king. So
let me read the rest of the comments. Julianne said, "Quick nothing is accounted for." So Aurora saying nothing is accounted for. I'm not actually arguing that. I'm arguing that the benefits at this, I think we're measuring, or I am measuring, qualitative outputs with quantitative inputs, right? So spending money. No, because she said nothing is accounted for. I said because it's not what we're getting out of it. I say what the gains aren't necessarily money.
Yeah,
it's connections.
Yeah,
it's networking, which I don't think anybody can question. I don't think anybody can question that. I think there's definitely a greater sense of the Bahamas' presence in the world, period, beyond the Americas, which 10 years ago when I got here was as far as we went in most things, right? So you want to give your analogy now that you're back? Let me read the rest of the comments and then you can give it. Sin says, all the family, friends and lovers traveling. The question is, if you were in that position, would you not carry your family and friends?
If I could. if I could.
I'm not saying it's right,
But
Julianne, I'm not reading that comment. Julianne said, you mean the diplomatic?
That's why to come back. You're reading. You get it.
No, I already got it. I'm just not reading the rest of the comment. I believe they like him in the Commonwealth. Oh Lord Jesus.
Exactly.
Teresa say, blank, 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 blank.
The diplomatic passport is gone after he's no longer prime minister. So in reality, if any of us were in his shoes, we would do the same thing.
You, your spouse, your PA, their spouse, a couple people from the ministry and their spouse, all accommodations covered. I love those benefits, but all of you ain't gotta go. Listen, you guys are all right. You're standing on righteous indignation. But if such a heart, if it was you, would you? You could, would you?
If your pastor say people from life, there's a trip. I'm not gonna come. No pastor. Save the church money.
Delton.
No pastor.
Save the church money.
Save the church money.
Should it be him and a bodyguard?
Him, a bodyguard, wife, and somebody like a PA, somebody who does the writing.
So not the permanent secretary who gets the data, not secretaries and those people who get the data. Like the technocrats, they shouldn't be there.
But this is not technocrats. Are they working? Are they going to work?
I mean, so he should be writing his speeches. He should be the one gathering information. He should be the one. I think we had to really think this thing out.
No, we've already established today. We don't do all that. We don't do thinking things out.
Photographer?
Right. Obviously, no photographer.
Wait a while.
So how am I going to travel the world? How am I going to go?
No baby press.
So when I go to was it COP?
Whatever. Yeah, COP.
Let me read.
They're talking about water security. They're talking about utility stuff. They're talking about all these different things. So should I not have somebody representing that area? And if ministers are there showing more weight, and the minister goes, but don't we also need a technocrat now who can get the technical information? I mean, I'm just saying, if we go into these things, if I from my small little microcosm that I work in, I tell our guys them. I said, listen, if we ain't gonna play with the big boys, let's don't play at all. You can't go one play with the big boys, but then one play small. If you want to sit around, if you want to sit around the table, let's go sit. Now, if you don't want to sit, let's don't sit. Let's just stay in our corners and let's do whatever. But if you want function at this level, you got to come at this level. We got to move at this level.
You can't take a Uber.
Let me read the comments for the Saints.
Yeah, you want to catch right?
Once you say this, once you start, the comments will stop. So let me read them. The math ain't mathing. The math isn't mathing. Sorry, Michelle did not say ain't. She said isn't. But she then said mathing. Oh no, the matching. Mathing. The quality does not correlate with for the quantity of funds spent. And the question is, what is the measurement of quality?
Yeah.
I could speak to two concrete examples I know of. His increased interactions with African nations have resulted in easier access for Bahamians to get to Ghana. Not Ghanaians to come here. Not for my people to come here, but for you guys to go there and have good holiday. That's one real that directly impacts me because I'm mad because my British passport is not covered by this. So I'm flying from the Bahamas with a Bahamian who could just go through. Yeah. I must stop in the UK, spend £200, not dollars, pounds, to get me a visa so I can go to my mother's home country and you guys can just stroll on in.
March on Bahamaland, man.
So I mean, I gave one example. I gave one, and then I gave the second example of the expo. Bishop gave another example of the energy summit. Those aren't necessarily qualitative straight away. You don't necessarily see immediately what the money, what the fiscal output's going to be, what the benefit is to us. But I feel like if you have an energy summit here, people had to stay in hotels. People had to buy food here. That's just on the surface level. Beyond that, people are going to be more inclined to come and work here. Advertising jobs for the energy industry. I've been to the Bahamas. I've heard they're serious about energy development. I'm going to go work there. So I feel like I understand on the face of things, but we have to ask the questions though. People are just saying the quality doesn't match what is being put in doesn't match what's being put out. But when did you sit down and measure? Like, when did you sit down and really calculate what's come out of it? Right. We just that's just our automatic default response. And I say this as somebody who's entirely because politicians is lie and we are all cynical. Yeah, here we are. Yeah. But then, what I said is going to stand.
What did
Information. Don't make it so people have to guess what you're doing. Don't make it so people have to figure out why you're on a plane again. Have your agenda.
Yeah,
have your agenda created for the people to see that in March, these are the prime minister's engagements.
And who's going?
These are the people who are going. Yeah. This is what they're going to be doing.
That's what they need to do.
And that level of accountability is not too much to ask. No. It's not too much to ask.
I want to know who's going through Italy. Just let me know. Why are they going? What are their jobs?
This goes back to the Christmas tree. When the Christmas tree looked bad, we mad at how much money they spend. But when they spend all that money on them lights and we was going down there to take pictures, we didn't care how much it cost.
Because it brought us joy.
Brought us joy.
Spend the money.
Spend the money. He keep talking off the mic, man. You on the show or you off? You hijacking or you not? He ain't sure because he got again. He got again. But anyway, that's just my 2 cents. I do understand what people are saying. I do. Because I mean, initially it was a bit, and the reason I found out certain things I found out is because I asked the questions like, this might always be about what's going on. I asked the questions and I got certain responses. I was like, makes sense. If I was in this position and I wasn't saved and filled with the Holy Ghost and allow myself to be led by the Spirit all times, I probably would do the exact same thing. Use my benefits and my favors. I don't mind if they all go, but they couldn't rent one 12-bedroom house. Bags packed. LOL, Julianne says. Might as well carry everyone because why the cat and dog got to go too? Stop it, sitting. Ain't nobody's cat and dog on. No. We need secondary and tertiary people as many side rooms as necessary to make deals and connections. I don't think they are always immaterial. Right. You see? The diasporans, the foreigners, we kind of look at this slightly more objectively than everybody else. Because I want you to know, if we were having this conversation in the UK about the UK government, I wouldn't give as many accommodations or as allowances. I wouldn't be as understanding. But you have to have a heart. Where is your capacity?
Where's it?
Listen to me.
So
Y'all are gonna hate me for this, but my favorite prime minister of the Bahamas is Juan Hubert Minnis. That's been my favorite. I don't care what nobody says.
do you have a soul?
Do you have a soul? I feel like that man was not given a chance to give us his best.
He came. Like,
Zoom the rest of them.
Up the
Julianne
bottom.
says Zoom in 2025.
Still zooming? You see Skype closing now? You see Skype is leaving? You see that?
Please, they need to hurry up, pack and go.
Why you go get on Skype?
Listen to me. I've started doing tutoring, and the demand for tutoring is such that I have to go on Zoom. And now Zoom is cutting me off after 40 minutes. Delton, I had to pay for Zoom.
Yeah.
I had to pay.
Battle day.
That's when I knew I was living in the blessing.
That's why
When I carried my personal money
back.
to pay for Zoom.
It's Skype to come back.
You. Skype gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Good times. Skype, good times.
Everyone is adamant on digital during the pandemic because we were in a panorama. We're not in a panorama anymore. That's why you're going on cruise and going on holiday every 2 seconds, because we're no longer in a panorama. Exactly. They stay playing in our faces.
Yeah.
I feel like we broke the country trying to spend.
Like we the broke country.
We the broke country trying to spend borrowed money to make rich friends. But when you make rich friends, Julianne,
you come up.
That's the idea. That's what should happen. When I go on a trip, that's not the Steph at home.
I don't need anyone behind me.
I don't need everyone behind me, especially if I'm going for work. And depending on the length of the required work trip, some of them can stay home unless you make the trip and conversations beneficial for agreement. And I guess the bishop was arguing that they are beneficial. Brittany Basden, hey, welcome to DGMT. I think this is her first time commenting. Or did you comment last week? Anyway, welcome. Good afternoon to you. She says she's impressed with the work that the president of Burkina Faso is doing. Burkina Faso is doing with seemingly less money. No, everyone don't need to go. Someone take the minutes and report
Take
back.
the minutes, bring it back. Record on yourself food, bring it back.
The Bahamian way. Could it be a case of keeping up appearances? Because I want you to know everybody else in the world thinks you guys are living the best life.
Yeah, for the most part. And then there's still a small sector.
Offshore banks are all here. So everybody who's here, rich.
Yeah. No, I mean, there is a level.
So could there be a level of appearance? And because you want to make the place that you're coming to seem that you're inviting people to come and invest in seem attractive enough to invest in, you put up a certain facade.
I think says now you have to look a certain part as when you go to travel these places. I mean, I think that you have to keep up. Like I said, you don't want your prime minister catching an Uber just to save a couple of dollars. So we can rent a car, we can rent something nice for a prime minister.
Brittany, can you give us some examples of what is going on in Burkina Faso? Because I'm sure
And can you tell me exactly where is this?
I think Burkina Faso borders Ghana.
I don't even know where that is. That's like
It's a West African country.
like Birkenbag.
If it doesn't, see, that's why y'all can't come behind me. If you don't study your geography,
Who
and do
is
your
your
research,
I don't know
Birkenbag.
Birkenbag. I have never heard that place in my life. How is that? Because I am ignorant of that place means and I can't come behind you.
Yes.
I said nothing about Ghana.
Because
all of our 10 years of being together.
My comment. You heard me say Burkina Faso, and then you said I've never heard of Birkenbag. That's the problem.
No, I say I know what it is. I know of Birkenbag. I didn't say I never heard of. I said I know of Birkenbag.
How are you connecting Birkenbag to Burkina Faso?
I saw Birkin. When I read it the first time, I saw Birkin. Bye,
Sheila.
Like, don't you dare. You've done this many times before, and I'm exposed to you on DGMT. You tie me with your ignorant friends. I am not your ignorant friends. Stop playing me to get off with your ignorant friends.
Not exposing me. You are.
We have a show together. I am not your ignorant friends. Don't include me with your ignorant friends.
We built something, Vera. Don't turn your back on me now.
That's what I'm saying. I said it. I don't care.
That was
it's a harp and a
harp and straight. That was very strange fire. I apologize, Delton. You're not.
Rita says the people who do the work so the chair can travel have to travel too, man. Everyone is necessary, right?
I think we want to believe, but I think there's a way of stopping all this speculation and conversation. There's a way of stopping the people who are wondering how much you're spending and why you're spending that much. And if you are legitimate and justified in your choices, just put it out there. Give us the information. This is what I was saying from the beginning of the episode, though. Same thing. Information. You have a whole Instagram page. Put Prime Minister's agenda, itinerary.
Who's traveling?
And there is no platform you can stand on as the Prime Minister, as the democratically elected Prime Minister of a country and say, the people are not entitled to know this information about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Everything
you are doing
transparency.
That's the whole
in
thing.
your personal and private life is the business of the people you lead. So I cannot see an argument having made that suggestion as to why that shouldn't happen.
Yes,
so my thing is, I feel like the solution to this is simple. But then it's the sense the bishop
Freedom of
has
Information
that.
Act.
The bishop was saying about the politicians feeling like we don't owe you nothing.
Yeah.
Like we're supposed to be here.
No, that Freedom of Information Act that
So-
we always talk about always comes up every now and again around election time.
So I feel like some
But
people
never
are
comes out.
defending, some people are accusing. This is an easy fix. And when you don't maintain that level of, and what I will say is, from my experience having lived in two very different contexts, this is a small nation problem. But you're Prime Minister of a small nation, sir.
Yeah.
That idea that everyone has to be in your business and know where you're going, and when the Prime Minister's off island, everybody knows. I promise you, in the UK, if the Prime Minister wasn't there for 6 months, people wouldn't bat an eyelid because they wouldn't know. But this is a small nation, and you have small nation issues, and you have to, you have to work with what you're dealing with.
Gotta govern yourself accordingly.
Yeah, I feel like that idea of building trust, I think transparency is key for that.
Or else you keep up appearances on your own pocket. I really could.
But they gave me the password
but y'all give me the money.
to the thing.
I'm gonna go.
Keeping up appearances is what some Bahamians do best. I think it's part of culture. I think it's part of Bahamian culture. When I learned that the way I dress on a normal day in the Bahamas is considered pop down, I really struggled with that.
Have you not seen Bahamians travel to go on vacation?
I said that the day you see me beat my face and dress up to travel is the day you know it's too late for me.
You now, Bahamian.
No turning back.
Have you not seen us buy an outfit to travel?
No, I know.
What? We have to buy
I think
it.
it's part of the culture, and it's part of what makes Bahamians warm and welcoming and wonderful to be around. But it's part of the culture.
Because we can spend $120 to get our hair done to carry $500 to go shopping. Because we get more money. That's what we do. We do appearances. We gonna make sure we
money
look.
to go shopping. I have a trip coming up, and I need to get my ducks in a row.
Hey, at least your hair's done. Ready to go.
Is this gonna last that long? I don't know.
Look at Zelensky. One day getting cussed out in Washington, the next day in Norfolk. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know he didn't travel alone. Of course he didn't travel alone.
See, the thing about him is he didn't travel alone, but he dressed like he did.
Oh, he definitely dressed like he's getting to the shop.
So if he went with a contingent, he didn't brag about it. He was humble. He went for that keeping up humble appearances.
Probably that shirt probably cost one $700,000. That t-shirt cost $1,000.
I doubt that highly.
You think so?
Ukraine? I got too much going on.
Yeah, but still laugh
Too
it.
much going on.
I just wanted to know if I'm welcome to the family barbecue in Ghana. That's what
You are very welcome, man.
So
Let's go.
Just nobody else name roll.
Let's go. I mean, Delton, I'll send you the link for where you can book tickets.
You send me the link.
The worst thing for you to do is get in your feelings, because you know you can get in your feelings by walking away. So it's really up to you.
I did right over. I might do it on my budget. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm doing it on my budget.
Absolutely. I think if you didn't come into the seat of leadership with these ideas or with that sense of accountability, now that you've been in it and you've heard what the people them say, give them what they want. Let them eat.
Let them eat cake.
Give the people what they asking for. And you know what it is? I think it's the fear that you relinquish some kind of control if you give the people what they ask for. So that element of mystery and we're doing things and we'll let you know about them when we let you know about them. It's a way of maintaining
I think
power.
it's also the accountability too. That means I have to be accountable for everything I do, because now you're watching me.
We watching you regardless.
No, you watch, but if you really know what's happening, you now watch me go to a whole other level. If you really know the first that was me really leaving. So I think that level of accountability is also fake, because now I have let you know every dollar that I spend. Like, so when you get that lesson, you see that my cousin going with me to Ukraine. What cousins do again in government? No matter, that's my moral support. So now you get why your cousin get from moral support.
But this is how you clean up the misinformation and you settle the mistrust that just exists.
Right.
For the same goes for the police as well. That level of, yes, you are accountable to the public. We want to know every move you make. Yes, we do. We have that right. And if you have a problem with it, you probably shouldn't be in this seat. If you have a problem with being accountable to the people, then you shouldn't be sitting here.
Right.
Shouldn't be sitting here.
All right,
Delton,
Felicia, we don't need an invite.
Kind of show was
We
this?
just show it up and show it out.
Let's
Well,
go.
it was. It's a good show. That's what it was.
It was a wonderful show. Let's end with our song of the week. Let's go there.
Song of the week. Song of the week. This is our song of the week.
That's not how we start
That's
that
not-
section of the show.
No, it's not. But that's a song that's in my heart.
Let me take off the banner so that people can see me playing my air guitar.
Let's take that off.
Let me read this last comment because it's a paragraph and I don't want it to come in song of the week because we're not going to be after this. All seriousness stops. So all these really deep opinions you guys have about things, we close in the shop. Thank you. Listen to me. This has been a hot show. The conversation has been really hot. We thank you for all engaging and sharing your thoughts and sharing your views. If there are topics of interest to you that are political, scientific, mathematical, English, history,
musical, definitely.
current affairs, anything, send them to us. We'll talk about them. Why not? I mean, do we know anything about it? Not so much.
Well, we can talk like we do.
But we're going to use the context clues
We definitely
to
can
talk about it for 2 hours like we know what we're doing.
I want to send a shout out to a newbie, but a truebie. Shout out to Aurora.
A shout out to Aurora. Keeping the
Shout out to
conversation
Aurora.
pot hot.
Aurora been out 2 weeks straight, 2 weeks solid.
Yeah,
Welcome to the
man.
family.
She's locked.
Just
She's
so you
locked and
know.
loaded. Welcome to DGMT fam.
We don't let you go when we get you.
Yeah. Period.
Just accept.
But that does mean
Just accept
accountability.
Accountability.
If
You
you
want
disappear
transparency?
now,
We coming for you.
We come for you. Oh, you want to not comment?
Oh, you want?
You want to?
Oh, okay.
You want to be late?
That's no. In the spirit of
I didn't read. No, we're not in the spirit of tomfoolery yet because I didn't read Jody's comment. As Vera's been saying, transparency and accountability are necessary. Conversely, there's a responsibility on Joe Public to not be so familiar.
We will not be that bad. That's something we talk about because we won't be in the prime minister business. So them they can't do.
You know what, Jody Ann? That's really key, though.
I know brave.
That's a good
I don't know
point.
brave doing.
Yeah, you're accountable to the people, but the people need to also understand that you've elected me to lead
Where
you.
brave is.
You've elected me to be above
That's
you.
what I want to know.
You've elected, you've given me a certain element of your trust by electing me to be your leader. So I have to be able to make decisions without, a referendum. Can't every time I want to get on a plane, we have to take a vote.
No.
That's a good, Jody, and that's a good point. That's a good point to end on. Nice balance and sober. Nice balance and sober issue that you have raised there. And that goes beyond the prime minister. That goes for the pastors, them too.
Huh?
And I say that to say, there was a video I sent Delton, I don't know if you watched it, about the girl who confessed to her pastor and her pastor snitched.
Confess about it?
Please look in your Instagram.
I can't get married.
So Delton, a girl, this was one of those Judge Judy shows.
I remember the daddy one. That's what I can't remember. Where it's like,
Daddy one?
did I say that? Where like the lady called the pastor daddy?
No.
Like she's-
Oh, you did send it to me, but it's too uncomfortable. I didn't watch it.
Very uncomfortable.
I didn't watch it. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch it. Oh, I didn't post it. Did I not send it to you?
I don't remember now. You said you did.
Delton, man. I really be feeling like I send you stuff. It might be on Facebook. It might have been on Facebook. I sent you several things this week.
Oh, a lot. It's definitely.
Terrell said he sent us something. Oh, Terrell,
yeah,
we got this. We got this lined up. You lined it up?
I am lined up.
Lined up.
Why?
Lined up to wrap up, to take the show out. So I didn't send it to Delton, but this was like one of those Judge Judy situations where the woman was suing her pastor because her pastor she confided in her pastor that she was having an affair.
Mhm.
And the pastor told her husband. And she wanted to sue the pastor because as a result of him revealing that to her husband kicked her out.
Yikes.
And she confided in the pastor, told him it was in confidence. And so I thought, I wonder what DGMTers feel about this. Now, let me give you further details. Because the caption's going to be very sensational.
Yeah.
When we watched it, it became apparent that the pastor had given her a month to reveal it to her husband. Had told her, if you don't do it in a month, he's like, I forgive you, God forgives you. But to be able to forgive yourself, you need to be honest.
That's not your business.
So his thing is, his counsel to her, his advice to her was, you need to tell the truth. So she didn't tell her husband, and he noticed that they hadn't been in church since she spoke to him. So he saw her husband at the gym 6 weeks later and was asking the husband why he hadn't been to church. And pastor said, and husband agreed that this is what pastor said. Pastor did not tell the husband that his wife was cheating, but the pastor knew what he was doing. Because the pastor said to him, So I guess the husband, when the pastor asked the husband, where have you been? Why have you not come to church in so and so weeks? The husband explained that they were having certain challenges or difficulties. And so the pastor's response was, I know, something along the lines of, couples go through challenges such as financial crisis, something, adultery, and they can overcome these adversities. So I'm encouraging you to come back to church. Husband said that comment stuck with him because he was already suspicious of wifey. And so after he was suspicious of wifey, after Rev made that comment, he did some digging and he discovered that wifey was cheating. And therefore, he kicked wifey out of the house. Was Rev wrong? All those who think Rev was wrong, thumbs down. All those who feel that, this is how I get quick answers in my class. Everyone's going to put their hands up and not give me their opinion. Thumbs down, thumbs up, and I guess you can type an expansion on whether you think Rev was right, Rev was wrong. Because it was bigger than Rev told my husband. Rev had given her a timeline and warned her that he would tell the husband. Rev didn't necessarily spell it out, but maybe alluded to it in a way that meant the husband had to go and do the rest. Y'all think Rev was wrong or right? Delton appears to be of Rev is wrong.
I don't think Rev is wrong.
You think Rev is wrong?
That's beyond Rev's scope to tell me. I'm going to tell the wife.
But you came to me with your business. How is that beyond my scope?
I come to you with confession.
I didn't come to you
to say, hey, I don't know how to tell my wife.
This didn't say, no, but it wasn't priest, It wasn't a priest. It was a pastor.
Yeah, it's a pastor. Sorry.
It's not the same.
I say confession, I don't mean confession like Catholic. I just mean like, no, I come to talk to my
Sin
pastor.
say Rev wrong. The married people say Rev wrong.
No. You don't do that. Nah, bro.
When Rev signed confidentiality clause, this isn't therapy.
But no, I didn't come to you because I wanted you to tell her. I ain't come to you for that.
What you come to me for?
That's not really come to you, Otis.
So what you come for me for?
Nobody come here to see you, Otis. How you get talking now? No. And you telling her, how you get tell us, no, Rev is wrong.
Delton say Rev is wrong. Sin say Rev wrong. Because where's the confidentiality? Aurora say Rev wrong.
No, you're wrong.
Marisha say Rev should have pulled us in a meeting together.
And still on top of that, the top of something else.
That's the setup.
Yeah,
I would have stayed away from the together meeting.
Well, what we having a meeting for, Rev? Because I didn't.
Aurora say if we were in counseling, I see you coming in the mix. But even in counseling, coming in the mix, probably don't snitch, eh?
But if we're in counseling and that happens together, okay, we talk about this. But if just one person come to you, one person come to you,
So my instinctive response was, miss you cheating on your husband.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was my instinctive response. And what is it you want? Like, what do you want? That's what I would ask mother. So what is it you wanted? You wanted someone to make you feel okay about doing it?
Confessing.
For what though?
Not on your mind. You're confessing. You want to tell somebody. You ever did something wrong and if they want to tell somebody? It's like, I should tell somebody about this. No? Well, I'm sorry, Miss Goody Two Shoes.
It's not even Goody Two Shoes. Listen, I'm not married, innit? I'm not married, so I feel like I can still be quite idealistic about this.
Let's talk about it in general. I don't maybe like,
okay, let me see what the rest of the people them say. Anybody else? Was Rev wrong? Anybody think Rev was within his scope?
Degree, I didn't know everything.
Anybody feel like Rev was right? Anybody feel like Rev was right for dropping the bug in his ear? Rev didn't say it. Rev ain't spell it out. But Rev, he played stupid games and won stupid prizes. Now, when you could watch part 1, 2, and 3, I didn't have the patience to get to part 3 because this is on TikTok.
Oh, this is TikTok?
Yeah, maybe that's why I didn't send it. I feel like I sent it to your WhatsApp. I really do feel like I sent it. Check and see if I sent you a WhatsApp link. You probably skipped over it because you're like, what's Vera doing on WhatsApp? That would explain everything.
Oh, wow, man. That was 6 a.m. this morning.
I sent it, right?
Yeah.
That was today. I just feel like so many days ago. Yeah. I feel like that just came to you.
That was 6 a.m. this morning.
Rose said she unburdened herself of the guilt to make herself feel better. So that's why she went to Rev.
Yeah, I guess confession.
Okay. It appeared based on how it was going at the start in parts 1 and 2, that the judge was going to rule in pastor's favor. That the judge was not going to allow this woman to
like
sue
you
the man
definitely
of God.
can't sue me for that. However, Rev Raw, you guys sue me. I mean, you're such a
Feel better or guidance on being a better person. The man say he guiding you. Go tell your husband. You have a month.
Oh, exactly. You could advise me to tell the spouse, but you gotta be like, you got me an ultimatum. Like, okay, now you crossed me a line. Don't come in here. That's what I feel.
Now, if it was a priest, I think that's different altogether. Because
But I mean,
priest
was it
function by a
Catholic?
different. It said pastor,
So
and
I
they
think-
usually would say priest.
So I think pastor could be seen the pastor, which is the equivalent of priest in different.
But I mean, in terms of
denominations.
that level of confidentiality, that's like that's in their books.
Yeah, but I
That's
mean,
not in our books.
when I say pastor,
Not in our big book of 66 books. That's in none of our
yeah,
books.
that's the thing. That's their rules. So I think I'm gonna feel that way. Like I go into pastor to confide in pastor.
Now they were all Wahite.
of course,
You know,
because
because
if that
now
was
Delton, if you told me that
not
story, if you told me that
Wahite
story,
complexion,
I would have thought it was black people.
and it was no fight. It was I gonna sue you.
Yeah.
Oh no, I judge. I don't judge for that. I will be the judge and the jury and the executioner. I don't
No,
need
especially if
the
you're the
judge for that.
cheating wife.
I'm the judge, jury, and the
And I have a
executioner.
side bay. I want money from you before I want to beat you up.
I
He
hope-
opened up
I
to
hope-
Rev too, and Rev gave a blanket answer. Her husband already knew what was happening. And I think that's the factor that really sold me. He didn't find out from the Rev firsthand. Rev's comment just gave him the boldness to do
Yeah.
what he was going to do.
What's the-
And maybe Rev knew he knew. You understand? When he was talking about what was going on in the home, Rev was like, this man already know. Let me push him
What's
to
the
say,
Rev? Nah, Rev.
Rev wrong.
Nah.
Oh,
Rev is in the
gosh.
wrong.
Rev said, people say Rev wrong. Aurora says she may have needed therapy as to why she did the adultering. Rev pushed him in the direction as to why there are problems, but who knows what happened in the marriage. I need to watch this episode. I can see if I let me. You said I sent you the link.
Yeah,
right?
read it this morning.
I can send you the link. I can send you the link.
4 or
As
5
I said,
episodes up.
I watched parts 1 and 2. I didn't have the patience to watch anymore. But from I could see
And the executioner rose. And the executioner.
Delton, you worse than that. Sanhedrin Council.
And the judge,
San-
jury.
San.
And
This is one of those words I
executioner.
learned from my mummy, so I never know how to say correctly. Like biased.
So he-
I learned it from my mother as biased. So for a very long time, I used to say it like that.
So you drink?
Sanhedrin.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's how it goes. I think it's Sanhedrin. Anyway,
Whatever
there's a
it
H
is.
in it somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send you the link.
Yeah,
Aurora.
send it.
Let me send it. Let me send it.
Yes, it's right there. All right, man. Let's we get it wrap up, guys. It's been 2 hours and 26 minutes.
Mighty God.
Not supposed to be this long. Gotta get up out of here.
God,
Got to get up
our
out
topic today was supposed to be like women in the church because it was International Women's Day, but we didn't. But anyway, we're going to end with our song of the week, and we're going to wish all the women of God on the live a happy International Women's Day. My WhatsApp status and my Facebook status, and I'm putting it out there for those of you that are on the live, you might want to join in celebration of this sisterhood of women all over the world. If you send me a kind word, I'll send you one back. Send me a scripture, I'll send you one back. My niece sent me a message after that, and I was like, I didn't expect to cry today. That's not I didn't come for that. But shout out to my niecey Pooh, one Kirsty Barcher Champon, the little woman of God. She honestly sent me. Y'all want to hear the message she sent me? I'm gonna read it because it was beautiful. She's gonna be upset. I'm probably exposing her personal business, but she's so sweet, she probably won't even mind. That's just how sweet she is. She said her response to my message was Matthew 5:14. You are the light of the world, a city on a hilltop that cannot be hidden. She sent me a scripture, and then she sent me an encouraging word thereafter.
Come on.
Keep shining on TV. Full stop.
Keep shining.
Next paragraph. First of all, sis, tick, 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 tick. Not that everything I read is graded, but the impact is increased when I could see the thoughtfulness behind the quality of writing. Keep shining on TV, and I'm really proud of you. All my housemates know who you are and how highly I speak of you.
Come on.
But be reminded that
housemates?
more than I can love you, because she's in uni,
Ah.
more than I can love you and be proud of you, God is proud of you. As proud as can be, because you are the apple of his eye. Happy Women's Day. I was like, I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't ready.
How old is she?
Kirsty turns 21 in May.
Bitch,
But she's still my baby. I don't care.
No, I mean, like,
Big
that,
numbers,
that's
20.
That's
a little pumpkins to me. That's my pumpkins.
She watching you, and it's like, oh, my Annie's out here doing major
And
things.
she's started leading worship in her church.
Come on. That's time to fill the swift transitions. Swift transitions.
She's following you, my person.
So you see, you weep in your old age. Hey,
Jody Ann, honestly, it's getting silly. And do you know what I'm really dreading? I'm dreading parent teacher conference.
Oh, don't cry for the parents, man.
No, but it happens.
He's crying for the parents?
Yeah. I get emotional. When I'm speaking about like the kids that I've taught for a long time, talking about their growth and how far they've come. There's already one parent I don't want to see. I don't want her to come because her son said something the other day and I was like, if ever I've met a child who doesn't care and ain't checking for school, period. Yeah, it's him. The other day he said to me, so we're talking about Othello and the kids are talking about how much they hate the book. I've taught them from grade 7 to now. And they're like, Miss Wilson, of all the books we've ever done, this is the worst. And I can't be mad at them because it isn't the easiest. It's Shakespeare. Yeah. And the way we've studied it is very like episodic. We've not really, time is against us. So we're talking about it. And he said, you know what, Miss Wilson, I'm going to tell you the truth. He said, Miss Wilson, I never read any of the books. I never like any of the books that we study. But there's always a point at which we're studying it with you where you get me. Come on. He's like, this is the one book that didn't get me. But all I heard was, there's always a point with the book where you get me. I was like, bro, he's be listening. Like me? He's be paying attention, bro. Yeah. So I know when I see his mom, if his mom turns up, because she's at the point, I think she's I think she's also at the point where we know how, like, she's at the point where what are we really going to talk about, Miss Wilson? You've done this enough to know. Because my philosophy is 90% of boys like that, and it is boys, not girls, boys, that you have, they're very disengaged, well-behaved, not rude or out. They'll do the homework. They'll give you the bare minimum. Yeah. They're not enthusiastic. They're going to be all right in life. Like when their parents come to see me, I'm like, yeah, he's getting C's and D's, but he's not going to survive in society. He's going to make money. He's going to have a family and he's going to be fine. And that's what we're preparing these kids for, to be in the world. Right. So the last time we had parent-teacher conference, that's what I said to his mom. I was like, man, me and you, we don't need to be worried about this young man. She got weepy. I got weepy. I really hope she doesn't come back. Because if she comes back,
let's have tissue anywhere.
Because this spot on my face tells me this is the wrong week to get me in my feelings.
And they ready?
It's the wrong week.
They got the gate ready to run. On your mark.
And my grade 9s, they're making progress as well. And I'm like, oh, it's gonna be one of those days.
Teacher conference is gonna be good time. We gonna wait for it. Yeah. We gonna wait for the truth to come out.
I'm not looking forward to it.
All right, I've got to go. It's 4:15. We got to go. We got to get up out of here.
That's the one day we got to find one that we can play on DGMT so they know what we're talking about.
At least what? We gotta get up out of here. Got to.
The internet has been doing a lot of foolishness, especially with Kendrick Lamar's bump, they're not like us. And we were supposed to play someone today, but at the end of the day, the day got to end.
The day got to end.
The what's it called? I'm trying to multitask, and I'm not very good at that. The trend has got to become untrendy.
Yeah, no, gotta stop. Somebody got to stop.
At some point, somebody's gonna say it's a no.
Yeah. Because the Wahi days are just running up with it.
I'm ready to click the video, by the way.
Go ahead, play it now.
So you tell me when to go.
Oh, you go ahead.
So we're gonna end right now. Oh, it's got the sound is in it too?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you do the sound and then you.
Oh, you mean the song of the week thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I do the sound.
Okay, I was right. Yeah. So anyway, that was a digression. So those of you that were looking for a Kiki videos, eventually the trend's gonna end, and we pray that it ends soon because I've seen school principals doing it here in the Bahamas. And I'm like, at this point.
I saw a whole school doing it. That's for BASS. I saw them. So
which one?
The CMT that one. I saw the principal.
That's right. That's what I was referring to. And it wasn't for BISS. That's what.
I wasn't for that?
That's for Comet Fest.
I thought it was for.
Anyway, sorry. We were supposed to keep the school anonymous.
But
yeah, anyway.
All right, so there you go. Song of the week, guys. If we get ready to get up out of here. You have your song? What your song is?
I have a song. I told you what my song was. Do you have a song?
Yeah, I do. But it's a song I played right before we came on there. Because I don't know, for some reason, like I heard that song, but I never heard the song. So all of a sudden I heard the
Evidence
song.
change.
I like evidence.
Oh, let's do that. Yeah, we in the spirit. Those two things are one after the other in my playlist. So all
right, here we go. Song of the week, guys. Get ready for the song of the week. If the song finished, they do that.
All right, did you see? I played it correctly today.
You went up and down correctly. He went in the right direction. He went in the right direction. The song of the week this week. Oh, they definitely do it in church, Rose. Rose, they do it in church. All the priests.
Rose, we had some of them on the live last week, and we thought, you know what?
It's enough.
I mean, in every denomination, the Catholic priests,
the Catholics, the Anglicans,
they're doing it more with their elbow than with their legs, though.
Of course. There's my song of the week. This one here is from.
Oh, Jody Ann, why did you say it? Oh, Jody Ann.
Yeah, that'd be closing comments. that would definitely be the closing.
That means
comments.
I need to go home and sleep now.
From now.
Immediately.
Song of the week, guys, from Tim Godfrey and Moses Bliss.
This is Delton's song of the week.
It's my song of the week. Play song. The song don't play. The song ain't playing? I thought the song was playing.
I can't hear it.
I can't hear it either. All right, so give me a second, guys. Technical difficulties. Never technical difficulties.
If you are looking for the evidence of the baby with Papa don't bless.
So nobody said no.
Look no further. Look at me rather. Evidence, fool everywhere. Evidence, fool everywhere. Testimonies, they everywhere. Oh my God, now you do this one. Evidence, fool everywhere.
Exactly. That's my song of the week. Evidence.
Hey,
Tim Godfrey
I love
and
it.
Moses Bliss.
I'm not gonna lie, I said to Delton that would have been my song of the week, but I just didn't want to translate. And then Delton did it, and it still needs to be translated. But I feel like you guys get the idea.
Evidence everywhere.
But it says if you're looking for the evidence of the baby way Baba Dom bless, of the child that God has blessed.
I was saying, I feel
When I slowed it down, yes, that's all.
No, but you said it today when the song was playing. I was like, the baby the bless. Yeah, so you know what about the song too? Because I know of Tim Godfrey, and Tim Godfrey is like, he's not necessarily like the Afrobeat kind of person. So the chords that he has in the song is like very like
very.
You should not be praise worship with a little bit of Afrobeat. It's like that's really what it's about. It's all for me.
Oh, Delton, I should let my song be the morning devotion.
That right there?
All right.
That right there? Oh no, that's I say, oh yeah.
Put a little churchy on.
I'll put a churchy on this one now. Yes, that's my song. So what you want? One devotion?
Oh, I'm torn.
What the song gonna be?
I'm gonna do the morning devotion one today, and then I'm gonna do the one I was gonna do today next week, because I feel like that one I gotta explain it a bit. Not explain it, but I gotta explain why it's my song of the week. But this one's just fun.
The morning devotion is
so Delton played this in church, and it's called morning devotion.
I mean, like it's not morning, but like just whatever. Think one.
All right. So Delton played this in church last Sunday after service. It was the Sunday before, and I was like, Delton, I've never heard this song or this version, but I know exactly what that track is called. I said, is it called morning devotion? He said, yes. I said, it has to be, because this is Nigerians, but I feel like Nigerian proxemics know, people who are close to Nigerians and around Nigerians, like Ghanaians, we know of this to be the standard early morning household devotion playlist. And it must go this way. There are no instruments. There are two hands clapping. And then anybody in the house can raise the song because we know the order.
You got the rhythm.
We know what songs go in this playlist. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. That's how it starts. And before I started clapping, I couldn't remember what the first song was. But as soon as I started clapping, it clicked in my head, because it's like a reflex. So when Delton played it, I had all the warm fuzzies. Like, that was a throwback of throwbacks. There was a time me, Dami, Jumoke, Oinko were in the library at school, and we had stayed to work overnight till 4 or 5 a.m. And we were about to wrap up because we were like, guys, we've got to go home and bath so we could go to church. So we said, we might as well do morning devotion together right there in the library. 4 of us. Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I know you come from heaven above. You see my accent change? The Holy Spirit sits on the throne.
Hey.
Good morning, Jesus. Good morning, Lord. I will enter. It's just reflex. And we could, that's 30 minutes. That's 30 minutes of praise and worship for morning devotion. And then we would say, in Jesus' name, amen. In Jesus' name, amen. And whoever's leading devotion would then begin. Come on. Turn it up.
Some of you are too old here. Come. Good morning, Jesus. What is the next one? What is the next one?
Michelle, word. Come on, we gotta teach the children for children's church. Hey! I need some speakers for my baby stuff. Yay!
Oh man, it's always a good time with DGMT.
When I finish with your children in children's church, little Africans, a lot of them, I promise you.
All right, that's the song plays in the background, guys. We gotta get
Got to get up out of here. So, man, thank you for rocking with us for the last 2 hours and 40 minutes. I don't know why we're shocked every week.
This one's definitely shocked me, though. I didn't think this one was this far. We did not talk about our topic. We had a whole topic. That is a girl's world. Anyway, guys, but y'all, thank you all so much for tuning. Just as an FYI, in case you have not heard the bad news, time changes tomorrow morning. 2 o'clock is on spring
Cut
forward.
the music. Cut the music. It doesn't belong in the background of this.
They don't enjoy the good music. So tomorrow time is going to
You can't put a
change.
positive spin on that. You can't put a nice.
They're going to lose an hour of
Losing
sleep.
an hour of
So
sleep.
they're going to sleep at 10. And
we're not really losing an hour of sleep. We're just giving back an hour we took earlier
Yeah,
on.
we should have one earlier. And it's like, get it back to us.
Actually, no. We're losing an hour and we get it back.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is
right.
the-
It's
yeah.
spring. It's spring.
So we
forward,
are
yeah.
losing an hour. That is correct.
And then
No-
we get this
Don't
hour
mind
back.
me. We're losing an hour. And I guess we've got to wait till
November
to get it
Get
back.
it on back. Yeah. Now, I do prefer this time for evenings. I don't mind. I prefer longer evenings than
I just don't like losing sleep, Delton.
That's all. That's really what it is.
That's it. No.
So don't forget. I'm pretty sure, like most times, church usually be empty first. Church, people forget.
I
And the
mean,
other
no,
rest
from
of
when we
church.
had 8 o'clock service, the Saints, they were slow off the mark.
So we lose.
I mean, some people turned up at 11 when we were eating sauce, about to go.
Oh, we get ready to go.
Dressed
Pull in the eyes.
to the nines.
We're ready to go.
Suit matching, looking good. Church finish.
Yeah.
And they then did not translate themselves to the Grove. I noticed that as well.
Yeah.
Some people I had my eye on.
So you say, but the morning's too dark. Yeah, and now especially people who have the walk in the
Yeah.
mornings, it's gonna be very dark in the mornings.
Oh, can't really win.
No,
You know how we could win? Just let time be what it is. Just let time be what time is. Stop fooling around with it.
Touch it. We touch it. That's why you touch it.
Whoever's touching that time button, just leave it alone.
Yeah. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Whoever's touching it, man.
I have so much fun here, babe.
We
It's a shame that we've got to stop having this show very soon.
It gotta come to an end. It got to come to an end.
Oh, guys, I'm
So
joking.
imagine-
We won't ever stop DGMT
Imagine
until
putting
the
up this-
Lord say so.
If I had a school Monday, they think, oh yeah, about the Prime Minister taking all these trips, Vera. That could be fun for you on Monday. When they come to you on Monday, imagine, oh yeah, Vera, that's something.
So, Miss Wilson, do you really think the Prime Minister's taking too many?
That's me banana again. Out my glass.
So, Miss Wilson, who are you talking
Out
about
my
when you're
gla-
talking about
out-
parent-teacher
out my
conference? Who was that?
Which child it was my mommy? Was my mommy crying?
Was it my mommy that cried? And you know what? The child who it is, even if I announced it in front of everybody, you'd be like, oh, okay.
He wouldn't care.
That's why he's my favorite.
It is what it is.
That is why he's
That's
my
like-
absolute favorite.
Care, Sarah.
Sarah. Whatever will.
I don't care. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for rocking with us. It's been a good time. It's been a long time and a good time.
It's been a long
Uh,
time. It's been real.
It's been fun.
It's real fun.
It's been real fun. We'll be back next week. We have a guest next week. We're excited about it. So stay tuned.
Yes. Oh my goodness, we do, because I organized it.
You definitely did. They tried it with me and it failed.
Maybe God made it fail.
God made it fail. Yeah, so they tried with me, it didn't work, but Vera got it together. So we'll be here next week with a guest for a few minutes, releasing a new song. So
I didn't read this properly.
Oh yeah, and so we go.
Anaya roll. I didn't read this properly.
Like, how could you not now? Anyway, so yeah, so we're gonna be back next week. We all have a great weekend. Make sure to go to church tomorrow. We're looking for a church with a little different something a little different, a little Holy Ghost and fire. Come join us down on Life Worship Center.
Why is Holy Ghost and fire a little different? That's the problem.
Well, little Holy Ghost and fire. Come on down, Life Worship Center. We begin at 9:30 a.m. in the CHU's auditorium, right on Minnie and Ethel Street. We'll be glad to have you. Let them know you heard it here on 93.9 FM at DGMT. You trying to do two?
I was trying to do yours on mine.
Wow. So let them know you heard it right here on 93.9 FM.
And if they say who invited you, Delton and Vera.
Delton and
That's
Vera.
who invited you. We can't wait to see you there.
Can't wait to see you. So y'all have a great
Remember
weekend.
when Shauna came and introduced herself to us all those years ago?
She's like, yeah, she was excited to be
Oh, good times.
Good times. Good times. All right, guys. Y'all be great, man. Have a great weekend. I've been Delton.
I've been Vera.
Y'all have been amazing. Have a great weekend, guys. Oh, we come back. We didn't say who this is from. This is Morning Devotion from Tim Godfrey. We didn't say who the person was. So I was like,
so
I was like, who sang this song?
Like,
oh, sorry.
Can we find the track?
This Morning Devotion
Michelle?
on YouTube. Tim Godfrey.
I about to post this in the children's ministry chat right now.
Over there, what? I see my people there. What? Now, lift your head. Say, I will be ready. I will be ready. I will be. Now, show me your dance. Show me your dance. Now we say it again. Say it again. Say it. Hold on. Listen, how many do your hands like this? You are covering yourself from every evil. They will not see you by the second half of this year. Sing with me. Cover yourself. Cover your family. Be. Cover. Secure. Now lift your hands one more time. Say, my Savior, say. What? Amen. Somebody scream.
Hi, this is Bishop Paul S. Morton. You're listening to the great sounds of glory, 93.9 FM.